Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to QuestJunkiesUK. Welcome back to the Feywild. Welcome back to Prismere. Welcome back to Hither. Welcome back to Babylon's cottage. Thank you so much, good. Good timing as always. Okay, thank you everyone. Welcome back to Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We are jumping back into what is probably going to be the finale of Hither, this first section of the Domain of Delights that is Prismere, fractured and torn asunder by the Hourglass Coven, a trio of evil hags. And we are going to see just what happens with our adventurers as they attempt to rob them blind and flee into the next zone of the area here. Now, a massive hello and thank you, as always, to my wonderful players down here. Always a pleasure, my friends. And of you over there in chat, I see everybody there. Got a few folks. Regular names here, some lurking going on. Dragon at Rest and Phantom, thank you for jumping in. Welcome for everyone else is there as well. Hope that you are having a great day and enjoy. Now, as we get rolling here, let us say a thank you to a few different people. First and foremost, the wonderful Evan Blair Art, who did these beautiful portraits for us. Let me do some links over there in chat. There's all their socials. A wonderful artist and a gent and a scholar. Please do jump on over there and give them a follow in all of the places. And while we're saying some thank yous, let us also say a big thank you to Sirenscape for the music. This is their original soundtrack for Wild Beyond the Witchlight, and this amazing ability to pipe that all over the world, wherever your players are. We are in Japan, Australia, and the US here, and we have players in 7 different countries at the moment, and we get to share and enjoy the roller coaster ride that is all of the sound effects and music from Sirenscape and from other sources as well, but which you can use through Sirenscape and gets to your players wherever they need to be hearing it, such as our Vistani glorious battle music. Now, and as we are using that, so can you try as well if you head on over there, and that is going to be sirenscape.com, and you can get yourself a free 30-day trial and give it a go. And then at the end of that, if you want it in your games, not just D&D, all sorts of other systems as well, you can get a subscription. Hey, JR, how you doing? Did you see the message in the Discord, JR? I've got a prize for you. Sent a Twitch whisper as well. Speaking of prizes, how's it going, Corey? How's it going, Corey?
So excited.
No, we can't talk about it because that was the most sought after of that all the things on offer that weekend.
I still can't believe it happened.
I feel that we're going to get accused of foul play here. One's going to you, one's going to Charlie's wife.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, of the 4 that we
Nepotism.
had.
No, I was up till 1:30 a.m. for that.
I earned it. Okay.
By being feverish and missing the game that day, so I had an appropriate amount of awakeness to win it later.
Okay, well that's too high. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix my camera here. There we go. Okay, there we go. Excellent, JR. Thank you, JR. I love you too, mate. Cheers, bud. Okay, now, as yes, we are rolling on here and getting into this game. Let us also say a big thank you. All right, nepotism intensifies. Shut up, Mike. You shut up. I'll show you the reverse of nepotism. You see a poor little half drow boy get some dire straits over there. You watch it. Okay. Hey, he's already in dire straits. He's got Jarlaxle Benray chasing after him.
Jarlaxle.
Actually, this wasn't on purpose, Grim, but it's kind of appropriate that Jarlaxle is chasing your new character after your first character robbed Jarlaxle blind. That wasn't on purpose. I just thought that now. I was like, oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. Jarlaxle can see beyond the veil. He's like, Jarlaxle looks straight into the camera. Mike, I'm coming for you. Pistol, whatever your name is. Okay, so let us carry on here and say a big thank you to those wonderful folks over at Nathrax 3D Minis. They have given us a promo code for you wonderful people to use over on their site and get yourself 15% off anything over $10 there. Beautiful 3D printed minis, beautifully painted if you so desire, and you can check them out over there. Thank you to Gilletized for all the things there. And stay tuned, exciting news about a Kickstarter that they are starting to get rolling soon. Just giving them some feedback on that as well. So yeah, lots of exciting things in the works, as always. All right, now let us get down to business. Last time we were here in Prismere, the adventurers managed to escape through the cunning use of illusion and serrated implements, and they were able to cut their bonds and escape from the taxidermy workshop, all except Kore, whose overprotective vegetative hair sprung in a protective cocoon and trapped them in place, whilst the others went off, being attacked by witches' hats and conjuring illusions of the hag that owns this place, and helping out the red-cap cook in the kitchen, rescuing a naked satyr from a cage outside, and then making their way up through fighting off the advances of an angry taxidermied cat, and then into the loft where there was a ominous light hovering over the obvious treasure chest there, and they called in their favor from the naked satyr that they had rescued from the cage, and had them open the chest instead with this ominous light hovering over them. But they did use the key because they had watered the dying animated plants, and they issued forth the key from their roots and allowed them to unlock the chest with the proper key, which meant nothing happened from the ominous light. Meanwhile, Daisha was using the chime of opening that they received from our little goblin friend, Jingle Jangle, and they used it to open up a door. And beyond, there was a horde of bric-a-brac, mostly, but it was scattered with treasures and cool stuff as well, as they found Bavlorna's treasury. But there was a rather dramatic finish. As Daisha moved into the space, a shadow lurched across the room. She saw a dead Lorning lying on the floor, and as the shadow lurched towards it came speeding past her, through Daisha's legs, across the room, under the bobbing light which bobbed threatening in its direction, and smash through the window, diving out towards the surrounding lake, and disappeared.
Splash.
Splash.
Splash?
Splash.
Okay. That's an important detail.
No, yeah, good question. Good question. Would it?
Because no splash implies something very other ways.
Yes, I'm gonna go with no splash. Yes. Yes.
Ooh!
The part of that particular being that would have splashed was elsewhere.
That makes me so happy.
Meanwhile, as this happened and this dead Lorning was discovered, Kore witnessed somewhat of a migration, as all of the other Lornlings, like rats from a sinking ship, sped past at incredible speed, as they are wont to do, despite their grotesque toad-like appearances. Some toads are very pretty. These ones.
Some toads are very pretty, but
not all toads. Hashtag. That's the wrong way around to say that. Hey.
They're gorgeous.
They came. Many of them are. These ones are ugly. I'm sorry. I blame Bavlorna.
It's the personality. We judge them on their personality.
Yeah. They're nasty things. They very nearly TPK'd you.
Yep. Those multi-attacks, man.
And they came streaming past with their very fast movement, as they wont to do. And they did splash as they went careening off that balcony, which had before being covered with frogs. And as we rejoin with various smashed windows and openings to the outside world, sounds do drift through the mist that's covering the Lake of Downfall here, as you hear angry cries, gurgled croaks of pro and anti-revolutionary sentiment, as the soggy court is ignited in the flames of an overthrow. And this is where we return to our players. Thank you for joining us. I'll tell you what the hell's going on, Play Nerd Allies. Wild beyond the Witchlight. My friends, that beautiful intro was from our good friend Patch over at QuestJunkiesUK. There is their stuff going on. Please do give them a follow and commission them for their fantastic talents. You can see their fantastic role-playing talents later on as we jump back into Center's Tyranny. I can't talk. Why can't I talk? Into Center's Tyranny later on, and he will be playing the wizard Carolyn Stairgrove, who I just gave existential dread about her family. Okay.
Ooh, lovely.
He's like, you accidentally mentioned that there was an NPC that said that my father would be missed and is dearly missed. Last I knew, he was alive. If you made a mistake and wanted to retcon that, that's fine. I was like, I did not make a mistake. He was like, oh no.
Yes!
Panic.
I love that. It's like, you gave me this NPC to crush you with, right? Right?
Backstory, right? Yeah. I mean, every DM reads it as ammunition, right? That's how it's spelled. But BACKST.
What is it? My birthday
ammunition.
present. Exactly. Like what is it? My one of my players gave me like an amnesiac for my birthday. So sweet.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
Played it Alice, our good friend Kyle over there. Good to see you, mate. Thank you for Monday. Wonderful to talk as always. Yeah, you should get yourself a beautiful animated intro. Hello, back at you, Roleplayers Guild. Before stream, calm. Give John inspiration. Panic! Thank you. Pleasure panicking you as always, Grim. Okay, now, let us jump into this and meet these fine folk down the bottom here. Daisha! Who hell you in real life? Who hell you playing? And where hell they at?
I'm Hell Stephanie. And no, regular Stephanie. I'm Stephanie. I am playing a I almost said a drow rogue, but that was this morning.
Yes, 12 hours ago.
I am playing a Yanti barbarian instead of hangry. And
exuberant.
Currently right now, trying to make sense of how this is being bumbled through. Like, we found a squid hat that should have never been touched. So trying to be her version of sneaky. So she's the sneakiest person in the planet. And we did already beat up most people, so comfortable now, I guess. Comfortable now.
Yes. By the way, me and you need to sit down sometime and homebrew the Path of Exuberance for barbarians.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Honestly.
Yes.
Yes. Capabilities. Zoomies.
All your rages are powered by joy.
Yeah. Or excitement. Use excitement if you want. Mine's excitement.
What is it? You have like, it'd be really cool if you had an area of effect within like a paladin's like aura of protection that's just aura of hype. So like anyone within a certain range of you also gets hype.
It's the zoomies. Like you get.
Yeah.
What is it?
Like, you get pumped.
Like
secondary zoomies.
Secondary
zoomies. Yeah.
Like Zoomies by exuberance.
Yes.
Okay.
I would be down. That sounds like
Exudies.
fun.
No, that doesn't work.
Uh-uh.
Zoomies.
Sounds like weird form of nudes. Not.
Excellent.
Anyway,
Thank you.
so what else?
OnlyFans,
Who
but
are you
the O's
guys?
like a D20.
Well,
Anyway,
no, actually, you have something extra to say about IRL.
Oh yes, and I am the very proud owner of Vexed Vending, which is a creative art vending machine located in the Central Florida area. So if you're there, you can find one of our machines, and if you're not there, you can give us a follow. We have artists mostly local and some national too. So yeah,
Indeed.
creative vending, get into it. Give us a
And
follow.
Let me,
it's super cool.
for the first time, as I happily get my arse in gear, boop, link in chat.
Yay!
Do head on
Thank
over
you,
there.
kind sir.
Vex
Thank you,
Vending,
kind sir.
everyone jump in there and give them a follow. Very, very cool
Yeah.
creative beings doing cool creative stuff. Which
I
is
love
what we
it.
like to see.
So
Kore! I sound like an angry
Oh.
Japanese father. Kore!
Hi!
自己紹介しろ。
はい、自己紹介します。はい、私はこれです。これはHi everyone, I'm Scarlett Song, she, her. I'm from Australia, from the College of Inspiration. Also, I am a freelance artist and creator of my own TTRPG style content, including the release of Ryukoku that happened this week. Today, I am entangled a wee bit, unfortunately, because someone is being a fussy pot.
Indeed.
And I am playing Kore, who at this point, after seeing the lawnlings in a possession line, apparently,
Almost, yeah, like conga lining out of it. Like, it's like
conga lining,
our good friend
like,
Phantom
oh,
with his
they-
conga rats. Conga lawnlings.
conga lawning, conga lawner, finally goes, oh, they appear to have unionized. Now, if you could let me go, that would be nice, dear. She says to her hair.
He kind of like sheepishly unravels and does let you escape.
You say let me escape, still technically attached.
True.
And I think at this point she threatens a knife at her head. It's like, I will do it at some point. Behave. This is starting to get ridiculous. And why the hell do this now? You couldn't have done anything when we were in the middle and I was being knocked unconscious? My goodness.
You know, he just wants to remove player agency.
Exactly.
What can we say? Thank you. And all of Scarlett's links are over there with new improved Twitch links. Okay, and last but not least, Emin. Lay it on him.
Howdy everybody, my name is Colby and I play Emin Pastiche, the fairy rogue, who he's feeling pretty good as far as robbing Bavlorna blind. I think we've nicked just about anything that we've come across of even anything that could be of emotional value.
Oh! I forgot. We also have a you also have a Campestri in a jar, don't you?
Yes,
Oh yes.
we did
You've
get
got
a
a
little
what now?
mushroom guy in a
What
jar.
for my daddy-o, what for my daddy-o, Campestri in a jar.
Colby's just sitting there vainly going,
To the job.
Yeah, some hits include a scary marionette, a mushroom guy in a jar, a naked satyr,
Good hole.
and what else? Oh, an unpunched ticket to the Witchlight Carnival that was signed.
Ooh,
By the original owner,
Very cool.
no less. Indeed.
Yeah.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Dynadrude. What's the best place to
now-
hide ill-gotten loot, Emin? Asking for a friend. Says Dynadrude in
Ill-gotten
chat.
loot. Oh, that's a good question.
If we managed to find a bag of holding, that would be amazing.
That would be good. Yeah, I think that would be the best place.
We need like Mary Poppins sack.
Oh.
And yeah, he's ecstatic that we have finally made it into her actual horde.
Indeed. Okay. Now, I feel I missed out on an opportunity last time. What was I thinking last time? I should have.
How dare.
When you were
So
fighting,
good.
when you were fighting your squid hats. Okay.
So good. So,
So-
good.
Scary.
I still remember when you used that one strip in that one dungeon we did off camera.
Yeah, yeah.
So good.
Illicit games. That's the way forward.
You're freaking out. chat.
Illithid games.
I know. Okay, so as the shadow bursts from the window, Corey, do you dash through up to the loft to where you could hear your friends exclaiming and making a ruckus, basically?
I do. Most definitely crossbow drawn, just in case.
Okay. Good plan. Good plan.
So I heard a window shatter.
Yes, indeed.
To which she goes, "If you restrain me one more time, I swear to God I'm lopping all of it off."
There is just a inside. Dasha, yeah.
Really quick, because you were asking in chat earlier, Kore, about like the short rest. I don't remember if Kore got that or not
I did,
Yes.
I think.
that we rolled
If
for.
it
Oh,
was-
okay. I'm sorry. I
think
just wasn't sure.
It was. No, it's okay. I believe it was just Emin that didn't, right? Because Emin rolled before. Because I
I
was
woke up-
remembering I watched the thing.
First, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, I want to make sure you had everything you
You're
needed, just in
fine.
case it wasn't
Don't
brought
worry.
up.
It's okay. It's okay.
No
I,
problem. No problem.
I was like, add short rest.
Yes.
Now,
Now,
Oh,
before,
gosh.
sorry, Corey, as Corey dashes through Bavlona's cottage, this rather dramatic music is tied to what is going on far away in the forests and swamps of this part of the Feywild, as Bavlona, on her hovering lily pad, is making her way through, and she arrives at a cottage in a glade, which was the abode of Mother, an aspect, it seems, of the sorceress queen Tasha that you consumed back into the land itself. She jumps off and kind of half hobbles, half struts through the yard, slamming the gate back with just a wave of her hand, and she pushes ahead of her, and the door slams off its hinges, going into the room, and she goes inside and looks around. What have they done? This cursed. This is her doing. She's getting her powers back. This is ours. Our realm. She just gestures towards Mother's cauldron in the fireplace and starts to bubble and seethe with Bavlona's anger, and there is an explosion in slow motion as Bavlona walks away with it behind her. Which
Classic.
is how Corey and Willie found the cottage in their vision of
Yeah.
the future. This is why it happened. Now, she clambers onto the lily pad and it slowly hovers up above the hanging vines, the clasping branches and leaves of the swampy forest, and through the mists, her eyes locked on her cottage. She says, "Right, let's see what those longings left of you, and what we can put you together with." And she starts to make her way back towards the cottage. Some time ago. I wonder how long that
no.
was.
Ah, man. Let's see. The lily pad's real slow. Working on a segue.
20 feet around.
Let's go.
Okay, so yes, Corey, you arrive in the stairway of the main loft space of the cottage here. Let us bring you over to said cottage on roll 20 here, my
It's like
friends.
crossbow drawn and ready, prepared for combat.
Okay, look.
Just like, I believe the rebellion's outside. What the hell are you doing that's taking so long?
Now, yeah, Daisha, Emin, how are you reacting to the sounds of uprising in from the surrounding Bullywug village?
I think at the hearing that it is Bollywogs, Emin is gonna kind of lower his head and he's very clearly trying to redirect to the task at hand.
Yes.
The secondhand embarrassment has him absolutely red in the face.
Yes, the scritches were ineffective, dear.
Corey, by the way, the twig blights are friendly. Don't worry.
Okay, that
Oh,
is
yeah, we
important
watered them.
information to be provided with. Indeed.
We watered them, so they're cool.
They're fine. They're fine.
What is it? My hair does the equivalent of a nod, sup. Sentient plant.
No, doff of the foliage.
Top of the foliage.
As you come up the stairs there, Corey, you're on the right place on the map now, right? Yeah.
Yep.
You see a satyr barely covered in a rather stained and bloody apron. You see the window directly across from you at the top of the stairs smashed and open, and the sound of damp revolution beyond.
Oh my god.
Has there been any sign of Bavlorna?
Nope. Not a peep.
Let's get the hell out of here, please. Sorry,
Well-
Daisha, you were saying?
Oh, that's what I was saying. We don't know when she's coming back.
We are about to leave this place, and there's one thing we need to get. One last thing. Let me say, because I have gotten quite a bit of stuff. But I do believe that it is in this room with this big frog.
Okay, as you're saying that, I would like to think that the hair slightly parts just so you can see Corey's eyebrow go higher and higher and higher. With each, just need to get on one thing. It's just
Yeah. Come on.
Okay, she's coming with.
There was talk
She's curious.
last time. There was talk last time of memories of a vision of a frog. Was there not?
Yes.
Yeah.
If I remember, now this is Colby remembering.
That's fine.
I don't know if Emin remembers. But I do recall previously something had been mentioned about if you want to find Bavlorna's weakness, look to the frog or something, or look for the frog or something like that. And
So
other
that
than
would
these
be-
stupid little lornlings, this big frickin' frog in this room over here has got to
My
be the
golden-
frog.
I'm gonna pat the frog's head. Just inviting squid vibes.
Alright, I'm coming in. She's still got her crossbow drawn, ready for combat. What are we? Where are we?
I found this. Look, Corey. I'm so excited. Look. It's a snail.
It
wait.
is a snail, dear. That
My
is a very
God.
cute snail.
And
And very
well,
shiny.
according to the chef, this is Bavlorna's hoard.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie, I expected it to be much bigger the way she bragged.
Yeah, I did too.
Chef is quite generous as well.
Well, the butcher.
Yeah. Vulture. Yeah, vulture butcher. Okay, so yes, speaking of said horde, as Corey you lay eyes on, let us give you a little reading on this.
Dun dun.
You run up into that space there, and that was clearly Bavlorna's bedroom, that first space that you come across there. And you see that ball of light bobbing just below the rafters above, casting shadows over the room, in which the owner's messy habits are on full display. Rumpled and mouldering rugs share floor space with food scraps, stacks of dirty dishes, and tipped-over clay pots, whose plants had long since seemed to have died, but have been revived by our adventurers here and set to rights. A bed that occupies one corner, bottom left of the room, has a pile of straw in place of a mattress. In the opposite corner stands a squat chest of drawers with a watering can resting on top, which is what was used, as well as the magical source of water that you have. And the only other furnishing of note is that stocky wooden chest, which was open, and the satyr standing beside it, looking pleased with himself. And facing you, luckily. So he didn't not... The minute he turns to walk away, he's just like, fuzzy butt cheeks.
Cora
Does he
just
narrate
rolls her
that?
eyes.
Does he say, he turns around and says, fuzzy butt cheeks, and then like goes about his
That was
business?
Absolutely.
Cora rolls
Now,
her eyes.
as we can see on the overlay here, on the map here, Willie is very curious about this light. You know, he was quite nervous about what it was doing and why it was hovering. It was hovering over whoever's nearest the chest, and as you successfully bypassed it, we kind of meta talked about it. It would have attacked if you hadn't had the key. So
Yep.
So
I had a
Makes
feeling.
sense.
it was okay.
It was some kind of alarm system.
And Willie's just kind of like looking at it curiously, almost like that kind of professional interest, and just staring into the lights there as it bobs up against the rafters. And
You're going to make yourself blind, dear.
this is most curious. It's something familiar about familiar. And
Remember to blink.
you make your way into the room there, aka Bavlona's hoard.
Dun dun dun.
Science-Gate's got you covered, don't worry. Here it comes.
It's
As you open the door. Oh, it's beautiful. And
Moldy floors.
yes, the most lustrous mold you've ever seen. So yeah, this.
Geek mold collection.
So Corey, this musty room looks like a miser's attic, lying in tall heaps of discarded blankets, quilts, cushions, and clothing of all shapes and sizes. Not to mention musical instruments, toys, dolls, jewelry boxes, flower vases, child-sized caskets, which it just breezes over, and broken furniture. Among the heaps of junk are a few oddities, including a stag's skull, hanging on the wall, as we can see in the picture there, next to the dead lonely. The white porcelain jar with chicken legs standing on a table. A fancy helmet placed on a faceless head of a wooden mannequin. A 5-foot-long bronze statue of a giant snail. I believe is the vernacular.
It is the vernacular.
In the corner, its mouth agape and filled with impenetrable darkness.
Oh,
Thanks,
It's a hungry. It's a hungry one.
A weak croaking sound calls your attention to a tiny, shriveled figure lying on the floor. Actually, this is as Daisha found it, which lets out one final gasp before dying. Again.
good riddance.
It's like, oh, and one more thing. It's just like it does a over dramatic like death scene for every person that walks into the room. So yeah.
I give you a 5 out of 10 for that one, dear.
So, what would you like to do?
So, Corey like raises an eyebrow. All right, well, if your picky hands are going to pick at stuff, please do it quickly. There is revolution outside, supposedly.
Willie
Perhaps they've tripped each other.
Willie comes to the door behind you, Corey. But he's still frequently looking over his shoulder at the lights in the rafters.
I do have that thing where you can't see and it's got like blinky bits.
Most peculiar, most familiar, strange. Also, whatever it is that Bavlona's Lonelink took from me in the Witchlight Carnival, it is here somewhere. I can feel it.
Oh. I did not know that you had stuff stolen from you. Shall we reclaim it then?
All of the Coven's hags took something from me in that in horrible rides that we did. And he tells you about it was like a roller coaster. It's the roller
Cora
coaster.
still is like very like shaking her head. She has no idea what a roller coaster is. So they purposely put you in a cart.
Yeah. And there was all sorts of visions of our previous lives, and I must confess, I let them get to my head a little, and I jumped out of the cart when they expressly told us to keep all arms and legs within the cart at all times. And as I lunged through the space, the Hourglass Coven's creatures, the one that Emin saw before, the strange pig-faced lollipop-toting strange Fraulein, and the Lone Link, and the strange shadow-like creature with the moon. Emin Daisha, there was something that was recognized about that, wasn't there, last time as well? That Willie remembered well.
Uh-oh.
Don't
We lost
get
a
shy.
character.
Don't get shy. Oh, that's still got the. Why has that still got that on it? Sorry.
His computer's restarting.
No worries.
Oh my god.
Sorry, excuse us. Slightly distorted here, stretched across
Oh
the
dear.
ether.
Stretched.
Stretch.
Okay.
What's up there?
Oh dear.
So, folks, sorry, excuse us. While we're waiting for Emin to skulk in the shadows like the
Because-
rogue that he is.
Corey.
You were
asks
saying Willie remembered something about the moon?
Yeah, there
like
was.
a moon-like figure.
Because Charlie did a really good job of remembering his notes. There was some mention of a twin or something, and then it was like, and then there was someone else that was I think I can't remember if it was like someone that Sataliva mentioned or something like that. I can't. Yeah, sorry, I have to get it from Charlie next time. It's okay.
I feel bad.
It's not.
Twin sounds
immediate
familiar, but I don't
importance.
remember exactly what it was.
So yeah, he was remembering the hags operatives that came and stole the stuff, and they've given free rein to steal things from those who snuck into the carnival without tickets, which was the deal that the hags made with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. No, they tried. That's why they had people like Emin on the lookout for people who snuck in, so that they could rescue them before the hags got to them. Which is why. Remember, you were looking for that boy's laughter, Daisha. The one that was with the big displacer beast, lost and found person. And you were looking. You're also looking for that displacer beast.
Sorry, Corey, before you.
This is before you.
No, it's
back in the
okay.
carnival.
Corey, listening to all of this is quite fascinated. She's never experienced a carnival with rides before.
And what was the other? That displacer beast had lost their kitten as well. Their cub had been taken.
It was really sad. It was not a joyful time, especially for Emin, who was in the know.
Yes, it was definitely more about the lost and not the found at that point. Unfortunately.
Dear.
But as
Corey's asking what he lost. To Willie.
Yeah, to Willie. He talks about how. I think I'll just say the one because I know he's mentioned that. I don't think he's mentioned the others specifically, so I want to do that. Put words in Charlie's mouth. So he says, the terrible little loneling creature that was working for the hag Bavlona here in the carnival stole away my ability to write. And you know how I like to take the notes. And he shows his notebook, and there's up until the carnival, it's all detailed writing and little paragraphs, very nice, neat script. And then at a certain point, it just becomes pictures.
Okay.
And it's just so sketches.
Alright, so we're looking
things.
for the ability to write.
Yeah, it was stolen away from me by that vile creature.
Do you know what it would look like?
9.
All right.
What does
I'm
your
gonna look
ability
to the
hand-
ability to write.
What does your ability to write look like?
It depends, and like, it's like it depends. And Kore, when really says that, traces some runes in the air. So like mostly she uses fingers, and then at one point it's just like this.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
use pen and paper very often. It's not common where I am.
This is fair. I don't know, but all I know is it is within that thing over there. And he points at the frog.
All right. Oh, it's in the frog? How do you know it's in the frog?
It is a fundamental part of me.
I immediately just go to crack open the frog.
Don't crack it!
As you do that, Daisha.
Yes!
I knew that was gonna happen.
Destruction!
Zoomies!
I'm just zombies! I hear, it's in that frog, and I'm like,
Okay, so yeah, you move forward, and the
I love that, like, the idea that Evan and Corey both raised their hands at the same time, because we did.
Yeah. So yeah, as you dash forward there, Daisha, eager to help your friend regain their ability to write, you reach forward and you plunge your arm into the frog's mouth, into this impenetrable darkness, and there is just a very clear cutoff point. It just disappears. It's not like it goes
Swear to
dimmer.
God, if you've
You
just
can
lost your arm.
see it, and it's okay. It's not Tomb of Annihilation.
I'm a reptile. I can
used-
roll to regrow it, maybe.
Not Temple of Elemental Evil either.
I would love that as a Yuan-Ti feature, honestly. I think that's hilarious.
Guys, did you know, like, in the old, like, traditional Temple of Elemental Evil, you know, the one that was just designed to fuck with adventurers,
Yeah.
there's a room, and there's, like, a face, like, in relief
Like the hand
on
of
the wall,
Veritas.
and it's got the big gaping mouth, and it looks like
Yeah.
that's the clear way forward. And if you cross that boundary, there is a sphere of annihilation just inside the open mouth, and you just, boom, gone.
Yeah.
This is not...
Yeah.
There's some absolute bull.
It's, yeah.
They were really mean.
Happy to have found this hobby in 5th edition days.
Me too.
Oh my
But-
god.
But I mean, it was fine because that was where they were at, right? That was the mind state. That was the headscape they were playing in.
It
So
was like-
you know, they were
Right.
ready.
Yeah,
They were
it's
ready
true.
for that to happen. So it's okay. Yeah.
It seems very like I had a guy that I used to play with, and he had been playing since like 1st edition, since he was in college, and
Yeah.
he said that at some point they were releasing campaigns with like CD soundtracks,
Oh, that's cool.
and in the like adventure manual, it was instructed if a character like dies,
Play.
play track 36.
Oh, that's cool.
And
I like that.
I don't remember. It was just
Old
like
school
a you
Sirenscape.
died like Dark
Yeah, right.
Souls message. It wasn't like any like
You died.
fanfare. Like
That's cool. That's
That's
cool.
amazing, though.
Okay, so Daisha,
Yes.
your limb, quote unquote, disappears into the darkness, and it feels as though your fingers are pushing through cool mud. With, if I may finish, cool mud
Okay.
with eels swimming through it.
oh god.
Yeah.
Woo.
What do you do?
I attempt to grab an eel.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
Yes. I am not I have no sleight of hand. Hold on. There is no sleight here.
There's no slight, just force.
Ah,
21.
wow. Okay.
Okay, you instinctively grasp towards one of these movements as it slides past your extended limb, and you feel it twine up your arm, a sensation of cold, out past the veil of the darkness, but you can't see anything, up to your shoulder, and then a shiver just goes down your spine.
Ooh, lovely.
Ew.
So I have it in my hand though, right?
Nope. That sensation happened.
Oh.
What?
Okay, I continue to. I go, "Ooh," and then I'm I'm grasping. I'm trying to find.
You're just gonna try and do this. You're digging for heels.
What is something that she could have in that whole? I don't know. See if you can feel like a rat skull.
Feel a rat skull. So I'm swishing my arm around looking for a rat skull.
Yeah.
Okay, you like cool modern eels. That's all you can feel.
Okay.
Cora would like to... Oh, sorry. No.
No, it's
Cora
okay.
would like to be back up just in case.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put both hands in.
Okay.
And
I remember reading a story about this once.
I stop it. And I'm hold on. I'm looking. I'm seeing. Can I do a perception check to see if I can? I don't know. What would it be? I want to see if I can. I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Hence the ability to write.
Yeah, what would ability to write? Can I don't know. I don't know how to ask what. We already tried asking Willie what his ability to write would look like. I'm gonna try and feel out a pile of scribbles.
Try to picture it in your head, maybe.
Okay. I'm gonna picture in my head. I'm gonna be like, Willie, give me your. Put Willie's book here. I'm gonna be like, let me see Willie's book. Show me his writing.
Oh, okay. And Emin will ask Willie, "Do you mind?"
No. And he's like distractedly. He's still, despite he's the one who's instigated this, and he wants his ability to write back. He keeps looking back at the lights in the other room.
Okay. Listen, just don't touch that thing, all right? Emin is gonna take the book from him and bring it over to Daisha and open it to a page that he has written on, probably towards the beginning of the book, and just hold it in front of Daisha's face.
She's looking at it and she's studying it, feeling around, trying to encapsulate the vision of Willie's scribbles in her head.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just assuming she still feels mud and eels.
Yep, nothing changes.
Okay. I'm gonna take my arms out and go and stick my head in.
Okay. By the way, here we have a
here.
artist rendition.
Oh, that's nice.
not a UNT.
Didn't we do this in Avernus?
Pew, pew.
We did, but this time I'm holding my breath.
Oh.
You did it. You've learned a lesson, maybe.
Maybe. It might be the wrong lesson from a completely different thing. I don't know. John's really intent over there, so I'm...
Spider Tarina learned her lesson, but
Sorry,
Daisha...
Until now, I was just trying to find that art for you. Sorry.
Oh.
For some reason, they didn't see fit to put all the art from the module into Roll20. It was like,
oh, fun.
Why would you
That's
not
rude.
be there? I know. It's like,
That's weird.
anyway, sorry. Okay.
Listen,
I would like to say that
uh,
Corey had moved. I was trying to say it earlier, but if possible, could Corey have moved to at least grab Daisha's belt so she can haul if required?
Sure.
that's a good idea. I think Emin is gonna try to do the same.
You know what?
Keep an eye on Billy. I have a feeling that's
I'm gonna be
go
reckless
south
for
real
a second.
quick.
Let's make things happen. Let's see,
Let's go.
and then nothing's gonna happen.
Well, you know
Nah,
what? We have
let's go.
some very specific Wackyverse lore about the extra-dimensional spaces that are on the other end of Bags of Holding. And I think Bavlorna has created her own version of this. So Daisha, as you plunge your head in, you find yourself in a chaotic space. All sorts of things piled up here and there, representations of emotions and physical traits and abilities manifest in these almost abstractions of themselves, but like physically visible in the space there, piled all over the place. And moving through the air are these spectral eel-like spirits that are just swirling around, and which is squirming and swirling. That's what happens when you put them together. And you could just feel them just like brushing past you and like hungrily looking towards you. And because we're using Wackyverse things here, I'm going to use a Wackyverse verb as well. Schlepping across the bottom of this space amongst all of these bric-a-bracs and these strange items that are piled around here and floating in space as well, you see a multi-limbed, slimy... Whereas the Bag of Holding ones are fuzzy and quite adorable, this one is just tentacles instead of legs. And smooth, glistening, bulbous flesh instead of adorable archivist. Normal looking.
Yeah, what was Pistol's named? Artie?
Yeah.
Archie.
Archie?
Was it Archie?
Yeah. Oh, you spelled Pistol's right there. Grim, what was it? You remember?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, yes. So you see the hag's equivalent of an archivist, just schlepping around the bottom here, jealously guarding these things and like scowling up at you. Whereas the archivists have these broad, grinning smiles of interest and curiosity, and a joy to meet all of the new people at any given opportunity. This one has a strange, almost like octopus-style beak, and it's just like just like gnashing at you, trying to keep you away from the things. But it's beyond the space that catches your eye, perhaps even more, as there is just a glistening expanse of just spectral mist. And beyond, far away, you can see gigantic, just like rocks just spiraling through the space. And then there's just and a huge dragonfly-looking vessel just goes swooshing past as Wizards of the Coast have decided now spell jamming happens in the Astral Sea, and that is where all of these extra-dimensional spaces are kept. So you just saw the first... Actually, I can't strictly say that. You just saw one of the first spelljammers on Phoenix Iwaki. It just goes swooping past.
Yeah.
I'm going... I know I can breathe in a bag of holding, because... I know that. Daisha doesn't... Daisha's being silly at this point. She's like,
angry toddler.
I think she's gonna say, "Excuse me," to the octopus. She's gonna attempt to say, "Excuse me," and see, "Excuse me."
That's good. It just glares at you and gnashes its beak. Does not seem able to speak.
Yeah. There's anything present looks internally important, like writing. She was trying to be clever about it, and then she was like writing.
Well, you know what it looks like.
And be like, okay. And back out of the frog and be like, I don't know.
What kind of writing, you ask? I mean, there's lots of writing in here. There's, there are books. There are like you see, there is some script that is just materializing in the air and disappearing like something.
And I'm just gonna take it out of Emma's hands and go back in.
Right. Oh my god. Oh, whoa.
As Daisha emerges, she's just covered in ectoplasmic goo.
Corey just blinks. Find it?
But she's not. She didn't even
She's
stop.
already
she,
back in.
just popped out. Can I have this? And then like goes back in, holds up the book like this, and like
I think Corey
thumbs through
turns to
a few
Emin and
pages.
goes, maybe check out the rest of the room.
Hey,
you know
heroes and
what?
hooligans, welcome in, Raiders. How you doing?
Hey.
Haley.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
I'm covered in ectoplasmic goo.
Yes.
Waist
And I
deep.
am making sure you don't stay covered.
We are through.
Yes.
We are through
Yes.
the frog's mouth and beyond.
Yeah, I guess while this is happening, Emin, can I make like an investigation check on the room for anything
Sure.
shiny or?
Yeah.
Shit, you've got the helmet and the deer head.
Yes, so Daisha, as you're doing that, yes, Emin, you start to look around. There's the the stag skull, the porcelain jar, and the helm,
Perfect, 'cause my
which
food's
are
back.
the most interesting looking things. Hard
The
to get.
helmet. What does the helmet look like?
Let's see.
I'm transitioning from rogue to knight as more and more of the sessions pass.
I like it. I like it. It is a fancy helmet, quote unquote. So it has filigree and everything.
Ooh.
Ooh. Somebody's put in the effort to give it detail.
Is there anything that feels particularly evil about the helmet?
No.
After my recent interactions with hats, this
Can I make an
gives me
insight
concerns.
check on the helmet? What are its intentions on my head?
You could make a perception or investigation check. It is not something that can be incited.
A perception investigation.
Oh, either or, yeah.
Okay, let's go investigation.
Okay.
To be fair, if he had done an insight check on the hat, would have worked out. So
Yeah,
he's coming from a
that
place
is
of
true, that's
experience.
That would have been my tip off of like, wait a second.
Why do I have a read on this hat?
Why can I insight check the hat? Herm.
13 on that investigation, John.
Okay, it is a fancy helmet.
You know what?
MacBluff with the subscription.
Hey!
Thank you,
Hearts.
dear. How you doing? Good to see you.
Insight check on Emin. Yeah, Mike, you get
Hey,
feet.
Ranger. all the inside checks are being done. Ranger Hardy's like, inside check the DM. Grim's like, inside check Emin. So Emin's a fairly easy read. She's like, gimme.
Yeah.
Tiny.
Gimme,
hands, grab your hands.
gimme a treasure
It's like,
tonight. Yep.
If thought patterns could be grab your hands.
Is the helmet too big for my fairy head? Or is it
Aw.
about fairy sized?
If
Do you-
it's magical, it can be any size.
Do you think about that? You're considering that to yourself, right? In your mind.
Yeah.
As you do, there's a slight creaking on the mannequin, and you see that the helm, as you thought about putting it on your head, the helm started to resize itself. It is too big at the
I
moment.
knew it. I knew it.
But it was still on mannequin's head, so it stopped straight away.
That seems fishy to me.
You're going to grab it anyway. Just go ahead.
There's that inside
Corey
check.
has given up.
Corey
Just
has
do
got
what
one
you're gonna
hand
do.
on a belt, one hand with a crossbow, eyes on all of the children.
Meanwhile, we cut back out to somewhere in the swamp as a lily pad draws closer and
I
closer.
know! She's very much being like, just take the damn shit so we can head out and get.
Alright, yeah, I'm
Take
taking
the frog, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
Can we lift
If we
the
can
frog?
lift the frog, let's take the frog.
Emin's in action here first. Sorry, Emin.
I'm gonna take the helmet,
Okay,
but
so
I'm not gonna put it on.
Okay, so you reach up and grab it and kind of turn back towards the others? Or are you looking towards the porcelain jug?
I want that one. Not gonna lie, it's got chicken food on it.
I don't like that smirk, John.
What you doing? Evan?
Colby doesn't have Sirenscape right now, so we can't hear.
Damn it!
I'm gonna put the helmet back on the mannequin.
that smoke came with sound effects.
Yeah, it was good too. I was like, woo!
Now,
You should take heart that your smirk is expressive enough that Colby didn't need the sound effects. He just heard them automatically when he saw.
I think you.
all right. I think is Daisha having any luck? Otherwise, I think I need to start pulling Willy over to this frog.
Well, I mean, can you put yourself up next to Daisha there? Because that's where the mannequin is up past her.
Okay.
Yep,
I wouldn't say I'm in like to my waist, like I'm into my hips. I'm not like women in the goo.
It's like Corey's gloves are not in that void yet.
Yeah. It's over. Okay, so yeah, put yourself there, Emin.
Just
next to
there we
Daisha.
go. I had to
Just
refresh
here.
roll 20.
In that case, Corey would have been roughly about here, where Emin is currently, because she would have been hooking her fingers on Daisha's belt.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Okay, thank you. So yeah,
Something. I don't
Emma?
like it.
so Emin, what's the plan? Are you sticking with Daisha and seeing what's going on here, or are you starting to move towards the jar?
Or
Oh, nice chair. Thank you, Jan.
I think I'm gonna go try to get Willy in here because I think he might need to be the one to try to get it.
You start walking towards Willy, and you hear him mutter something under his breath as he looks up at that light again. Jacob? But you can't have a chance to talk to him or ask him anything about it, as with a creaking, splintering sound, the wooden mannequin springs to life, and I need some initiative.
Oh, for fluff's
The
sake.
mannequin?
Yeah, you stole its hat. Okay, let's go.
Sounds like no time to be disappointed in yourself. Just do it.
Where is initiative?
Just up by your AC.
Oh, dang.
No,
my initiative.
I'm on a
bad.
tablet. Hang on.
I got a 12.
being a
Not
butt.
great.
I got a 6. I'm a little bitty baby.
Ignore how armor like this wooden mannequin is.
Right.
So yeah. Okay. So,
Hey,
Corey, what's
woman.
yours?
Oh,
Cheers, Nick.
nice.
I think speaking of early editions of D&D as we were, it appears we might have a Lord Gusumber. The rage shouting right. See, I knew it. I called it. Jay, my friend.
How did you know?
Hello, sir. How are
Yeehaw.
you? You absolute legend. Thank you. Welcome in, Raiders. How's everyone doing? A massive raid there. Thank you so much. An absolute pleasure to welcome you to the Feywilds. We are here in Prismea, ripped asunder by the Hourglass Coven. They have stealthed their way in to the hag Bavlona's cottage. They are looting her for all she's worth, and they have just triggered an angry mannequin which is attacking them in the loft of the house as a strange bobbing light floats outside, and sounds of revolution come from beyond the walls. Hello everyone, I hope you had a fantastic session. Absolute pleasure as always. Welcome everybody, good to see you. Welcome in. If you are not already, please do give us a follow if you like some D&D. There's lots of it going on over here. We have fantastic one-shots and fun things going on. Competitive play from time to time. We have a new style which we very much enjoyed and will definitely be doing again. Randomly generated one-shots, all sorts of campaigns going on. Fantastic charity events and all that kind of stuff going on, and we are looking forward to doing some stuff with the Lord Gusumber in the later part of this year.
Ooh.
Dun dun dun.
Raccoon gif. Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay, so yes, welcome everybody. Hope you're doing it fantastic there. Welcome everybody. Good to see you. Thanks for that raid. Oh, Nuke, no! Take care, mate. Oyasumi.
Take care.
Okay.
That's me.
Yosh! Okay, let's have at it, you guys. So, what was Corey?
Corey.
Way too fast. Too fast for your own good.
So Corey sees the mannequin animate immediately, just like
Do you let go of Daisha?
No, because she prepped a crossbow, remember, the entire time. She's
That's
just
true.
So
Okay, the problem is,
Specify.
Oh, no,
like
it's not-
twice too.
yeah, and
I'm
there's no
out of
cover.
long.
There's no cover from Daisha because she is bent over
'Cause
head
she's
first
bent
into the
over.
frog.
So it's just like Corey sees things,
Mm-hmm.
and like there's just this like sigh. I think her hair droops a little in just disappointment,
Wah.
Here we go again.
and just directly to like it's like between the eyes if it had eyes.
Go for it, go for it. Okay, so yeah, shoot.
17 to hit.
That hits. Let me give a shout out for Jay and all of our good friends over at Lord
roll my
Gusumber.
damage.
I hope
Oh,
you were
come
having
on.
a spectacular session,
5
everybody.
damage,
Excellent. Lord.
and I give a tug, on Daisha's belt, like a very like.
Like, as in, do you actually try and
Fuck,
pull her
pull
out?
me out,
Or
man.
just-
If I can try to pull her out, because I know you can drag with like half movement.
Of movement? Yeah.
Okay. Daisha, give me an insight check.
This is you knew Corey
An
was holding the
insight on the
gun.
tugging.
Just like this is a Daisha.
Let's see.
No worries, Jay. Thank you for coming in. It's always a pleasure, my friend.
Okay, my insight is not so hot. I said the same thing about my sleight of hand though, so I got a 5.
Okay. That Corey always fussing, trying to stop you doing the things you know what you're doing. You know you're doing the right thing. It's fine.
I don't always try to stop
so
her doing things.
please-
I'm encouraging it usually.
That's
It's
true.
eminent and
But I'm
willing.
in my head right now,
I know.
Kore.
But,
My insight was zip.
But I need a contested athletics, please.
Oh,
Oh.
bloody hell. Yeah,
what?
that's not gonna go well.
Athletics, please.
Oh, unless it's a natural 20.
Natural 20. If you've got them, folks, let those phoenixes
Hey.
fly.
Nice.
Corey is sick of this shit.
Enough! It's enough! How'd you go, Daisha? So the total of Corey?
At 21.
21.
I
Okay.
think I'm.
Daisha?
I got a 5.
Okay, there was a...
Again.
As the strange tentacled beaked archivist looks up at you, you just this and you are pulled bodily through the cool mud and eels feeling sensation that is the entrance to this area. And as the astral sea and the huge floating rocks and zooming spelljammers disappear, you are pulled, which is going to be a sentence all the raiders like, what? You're pulled out of the frog and back into the Feywild.
Pulled out
Yeah.
the frog as a sentence.
True.
But also not the first time you've said this.
Yes, indeed. And Corey, yes, you are able to.
Corey wants to drag over this way. So if Daisha could be with the Lawnlingers, because I'm half movement, right?
So yeah, you do that, Daisha.
It's like as Daisha's pulled out, and you were about to exclaim, animated mannequin thing,
Yeah.
darling.
Okay, so yes, you all go running back there,
Nice.
and
And then she gets up. Oh, well, not yet. She's not dragged up.
this is where I really wish the bobbing ball of light had a lightning bolt attack. So you're all nicely lined up there. It's very nice. Okay,
Rude.
the animated wooden dummy, the mannequin, comes lurching forward, just like angrily reaching out towards Emin. So it comes. I think it'll just go in the middle of the room here, but is attacking Emin. So.
Emin, get ready to dodge.
Speaking of natural 20s.
Are you
Okay.
kidding
You
me?
have a disadvantage, Crystal.
You do.
Ooh! Yes!
Somewhat
Thank you,
pathetic.
chat.
Then it's only a 21.
It still hits. At least it's not a crit.
Definitely hit.
Not a crit though, instead. I mean, yes, indeed.
Emin's going down. Downtown.
I forget which of you that was, but grr, I say. Grr.
It was for the Squid Game pun.
I know.
It was phantom.
No problems. Okay, yes, indeed, but still hits, so that is going to be... Emma City out for my metal dice. Ah! A
together,
Still
John.
kind of dying.
7 bludgeoning, Evan, as this creature just like this big
Okay.
wooden arm just goes slam into you. I know, Phantom. I still hit though.
Ah!
I like how you spammed the natural 20 emote, then remembered you're on disadvantage. Okay.
And this is why it's important to supply the DM with that. Just saying, guys.
Shush now. Too many dream pies before lunch is a bad thing. Okay, now. That is its first attack. The second attack slams into Emin. Like,
Sorry.
yeah. Oh, JR, that's a great. I haven't given you your prize yet from before. That's a very risky thing to do.
Not sorry.
I'm not going
Not
to move.
sorry.
I'm not going to move the crystal. Do not worry, JR. The winning of prizes and the gifting of disadvantages to the DM are in no way related. I'm going to leave the crystal there because I'm going to make the attack right now. So the second attack with disadvantage from JR is going to be 9. 9. What do you say?
9?
9.
Misses.
Okay. Don't rub it in, Dragonette. Don't rub it in. Okay, so that is the end of their turn. That brings us to Emin Pastiche. Said Emin Pastiche, smarting as a big bruise starts to welt up on your shoulder where it's slammed into your arm that's holding the helm. It clearly wants the helm.
Definitely gets sneaked.
So, I am going to cast Catapult.
Yes.
I am going to launch a small box at the mannequin.
A small what, sorry?
Like a small box, or
Okay,
because I
sure,
think
sure.
the limit is like
Sure.
5 pounds.
Yeah, the ammunition for catapult in this room is endless, basically. I mean, there's that skull on the wall, which would be cool.
So it's a dexterity save of 13 for the mannequin.
Okie doke. Ha! Beats it, my friend.
Unbelievable.
Sorry, is that half damage?
Let's
No,
see.
Okay.
Catapult. On a failed save, object strikes the target. Okay, it doesn't say half damage or anything.
Right, no? Oh, okay, unfortunately. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
the box does slam into it, but it's just just because of its construct kind of nature, the wood just shatters across it, and you see some of the splinters get absorbed into the creature.
Okay. I am going to. Let's see.
Yes.
I'm going to bonus action disengage.
You know these fine folk who are here enjoying this fight with us, coming over from Lord Gosumba. A lot of them, it stands out glaringly in my mind. Have never heard our rather original battle music.
Original what music?
Battle music. Do you think they are worthy of a bit of a Vistani battle cry?
Why not?
I think
Let's
so.
go.
Let's do it. Not a Vistani in sight, but because we wanna.
Hey, maybe the helmet's a Vistani design.
Yes, absolutely.
It's canon now.
It's a cannon now? No.
It's catapult.
Catapult now.
So,
Okay, Evan, yes.
bonus action disengage, but I also want to try to pull Willie into the room. Is that something that I can do?
Obsessed with having Willie in the room. Sure. Meat
Okay.
shield. When in doubt, pull the wizard in front of you.
So I'm going to.
Warlock.
I'm going to move into this space back here. And does he fight me? Is it contested?
You know what? Yeah, he is. He's so like fixated on this light that's in the other room. Yeah, he will.
Okay. So what are we rolling there?
Yours will be athletics.
Okay. Not great. That's my inspiration.
You gonna use it?
It was worse.
Oh.
You have to take the second
Yeah.
one, I'm afraid.
It's a 0.
Oh my god!
Well, let's see if it's
One.
meets it, beats it. Actually, they can't be because it's +1 on acrobatics. He just like twists and slips out of your grasp, but still fixated on the light.
Okay.
Okay, and as that brings us to that round there, that moves us on to Daisha Sesti.
Let's go, Daisha!
I am going to I'm gonna stand up.
So yeah, you just like
you
pulled
weren't
out of the
falling
space,
over.
and then suddenly this thing was just like coming towards you, but then it attacked Emin next to you.
Okay. I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna take out my great axe. I'm gonna be like, oh, I was talking to an octopus, and then I'm gonna 18.
Nice. Hits.
And it's 10 slashing.
10 slashing. Nice.
Yes, 10 slashing. And yeah, I think that's all I have. When do I watch? What are the rules for when I rage? Okay, yeah. All right.
Bonus action.
So that's it. I don't have any. Yeah, I don't have any Zunies right now because. So, but 10, and that's it. I'm not going to move. I don't think. So
Okay.
I can take hits.
Noted.
That's it.
All right, which brings us to Corey.
Okay. Corey is in close quarters, drops the crossbow, takes out the rapier. Is going to aim to chop off the wooden head
Nice, go for it.
for comedic effect, if possible. Buttons. No, I want to press this. Oh, not good. 10.
Okay, not enough, I'm afraid. You just like cut in, and the rapier kind of gets lodged in the wood. You're like, no, I'll just drag it through.
And I suppose, like, it remains where it is, but would like to, if possible, we'd like to see if anything else in the room is animating to attack us.
Okay, you glance around, and it seems like nothing is at the moment, so you're okay.
Because I'm right next to that skull, which is the reason I'm concerned.
Fair. Okay, so, what? Anything else? Any bonus actions? You good?
Bonus actions. What do I got? It's like, I feel like I have to save so many of my spell slots for Goodberry. Actually, you know what? Bonus action, Zephyr Strike.
Alright.
So, from now on, with one weapon, every weapon attack I get to do an extra 1d8 force damage.
Alright, nice. So yeah, your blade starts to thrum, and the energy that's coming through, it's from your patron. You can see there's like a vine that comes out of your hair and like wraps around the hilts and like just imbues the energy.
It's that type of seed pod that does the windmilly willies, and it's just hovering around.
Sycamore one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Excellent. Okay, so yep, that's ready to roll, and it is the mannequin's turn. If you would like an attack of opportunity, it's going to lumber around between Daisha and Willy there, and chasing after Emin.
It
You're welcome,
really
chap. You're
wants
welcome.
its head back on. Oh, much better. 21 to hit.
Hits. Ooh.
Cool. So 6 plus a d8. Oh, there's an 8. So 6 plus 8, 14. The little sycamore seed pods windmilly spin so fast they basically turn into like a blender blade. And she got like.
Okay, and you do not chop off the head, but that blade, as you just lash out instinctively as it tries to move away, just cuts through one of the arms and just like clumps to the floor, and it is on its last legs.
Nice.
Doesn't even have those.
Skipped right. Oh, it's on its last stand. Making a last stand.
Making it faster.
Skipped right over Bloody, so went straight into on its last legs. And we are stumbling through here as it goes clunking round. It looks back towards its fallen arm, shrugs, and goes on towards Emin. I want my fancy helm! And makes those slam attacks again. A 9.
Misses.
And the second, natural 1.
Also misses. Believe it or not.
Okay. You are managing to dancing out of the way. Your wings like moving out of the way, and it's like swings, whoosh, whoosh, like slamming in, slams into a chest. The chest behind you just explodes into matchwood behind you as you duck out of the way there. And that brings us to your turn, Emin.
It's on its last stand. You.
It's like all sliced up. Hay is falling out of it. It's missing an arm. I think so. Yeah. Let's see if I can take him out. All right. One hit with the rapier. 18 to hit.
It's
Okay. And that is damage.
once upon a time, Dragon at Rest. Once upon a time.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, one of my new adult students that started like a couple of weeks ago, as a teenager, went to the beach parties I used to throw. I was so
No
happy. So happy.
Perks of living in a small town, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
everyone
so
of that
sweet.
age was on that beach. The last one we did, which before I retired because of my first son being born, we had 5,000 people on that beach. It was freaking amazing.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sasuga.
They call it Hitonoumi for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like I have my inspiration crystal back, John.
Nice.
By the way, it was
Thank you,
13
Samson.
damage, max damage.
13 damage, as we like to
Take it
say on these parts, around these parts, I should say. Tell me what happens.
So, Emin, frustrated that he couldn't pull Willie back in the room, frustrated that his catapult, his final spell, missed. He's going to unsheath his very fancy glittery rapier, and he's going to shove it right through the chest of this mannequin.
Nice.
And in the back, it hits like a key stitch or something, and the entire cloth part of the mannequin just
Yeah.
falls
Okay, you
apart.
thrust out with your new magical rapier, plunges through the chest of the mannequin. The mannequin, determined to return the helm to its head, pulls itself along the blade towards you. Gung, gung, gung. But as it does so, the blade sticks out of the back, cuts through the stitching that was holding it together there, and it falls into pieces all around the floor space there, and you are out of initiative.
Beautiful.
Immediately attempt to lift the frog. All right, let's go. Can I lift the frog?
It's like before, actually, as you do that, like Corey is pointing her now like vibrating sword for the next minute and goes, "Cough it up. I'm sick of this bullshit. Cough it up."
Pointing it at the frog?
I'm pointing it at the frog. I don't know. Well, it was worth a shot. Is anything else in here about to try and kill us? We need to get out of here.
There's an octopus in here, and like takes the frog. Can I pick it up?
Let's look. Just a
How
moment,
heavy
please.
is the frog? Can we just take the frog?
I mean, what is
I've got muscles.
your carrying capacity? I forget how you.
I'm sorry.
How do you calculate carrying capacity?
It's your strength
Strength
times.
times something, isn't it?
Yeah,
Anyone
hang
in
on.
chat got that latent knowledge kicking around?
Strength score multiplied by 15 pounds. It equals pounds in weight that you can carry.
Before
Alright,
you're
and it
encumbered.
depends
That's
on your
before you're
race,
encumbered,
because
though, right? So what's because like some things you can like Loxodon and stuff they can carry like double or something, right?
Right,
I
yeah.
think
15
you
times
auntie can't-
strength. That's.
I don't think Yanti's gonna have a special.
No, it would be
Strength.
even small
That's-
snakes. Small snakes.
if you were
My-
raging, maybe you'd get advantage on the athletics check though.
I don't have any more
Maybe.
rage left. I don't got
You
no
good.
zoomies.
No zooms. No more
So
zooms.
it's my strength, but times 15.
Not modifier.
The
your
score, yes, times 15, right?
Yeah.
Is how many pounds you can carry.
Let's see.
How many pounds can that-
255.
Here we go.
That's not bad.
Strength is my best stat.
I
No,
lived in
con-
A
those
character's-
worlds of
a character's,
kilograms, but
here you go. A character's strength score determines the maximum weight the character can carry and still move.
Okay.
So 15 Yeah. So what's
And my
what is
score
what
is
is
17.
Okay. So sorry.
255.
7.
I math with
Yeah.
with the assistance of a calculator.
Good plan. Good plan. Okay. It is too heavy.
Damn it!
Too heavy.
I'm gonna
Just
attempt to
too
lift it.
heavy
I'm
or
gonna be like,
with
Corey, come
assistance?
over here, come help me.
I am really not the person to ask for this. If you need to
Well,
dodge
Emin's
something, yes.
small.
Just because Emin is small doesn't mean that they're bad at this.
He is right, yes, but you know.
We got our
Doesn't-
asses handed
doesn't
to
mean
a
it doesn't
quite tiny
stink.
little lawnlings.
All right, Willie, come help me. What's Willie's carrying?
As you turn,
Honestly,
Oh, no.
Willie is like walking away towards the window on the far side where the shadow disappeared, and he's like, Jacob, no, Jacob, please. And you see that bobbing light has dipped out of the window and is drifting out across, and Willie starts to climb up onto the windowsill.
I'll say
Yeah, we need to grab him.
And then I
Who's
use my
grabbing?
strength to grab Willie.
Die.
What do I need to roll?
He's not contesting. Like, as you grab him, like he snaps out of something, and he like looks down
What?
at the lake far below. He's just like, "Oh, get him!" and like it lets you like pull him inside.
I worry about you sometimes, dear.
Scheiße.
Can you please ask the
I worry
frog
about
for your
myself.
things back?
Yeah. And he goes over to the frog, and he plunges his hand in it. He's like, I want my ability to handwrite. Dagger. Okay, let's go.
right,
Daisha
Kevin.
is pissed.
You just had to say what you wanted.
Daisha is
out
so
loud.
pissed.
Handwriting
There's
was
an
not enough.
octopus in there.
Handwriting was not enough. If you say what you
There's-
want, it materializes in your hand.
What the?
Oh, so it's like anything?
No, that's in there?
Oh no. Corey doesn't
Just
know.
what's in
Corey's just like
Oh, sorry.
And then you need
Like
to reach your
Corey-
hand in there and immediately just be like, this kid's blah, that kid's blah, this.
Emin,
Yeah.
I mean, do you know
you,
anything?
were, you were charged with
Oh.
the retrieval of a kid's laughter.
Oh, yes.
Good morning, my sweet love.
This is in character.
I'm
Wait,
not sure if
what?
Daisha's was or not.
No, mine wasn't. I'm sorry. I was metagaming.
Willie, it was that easy.
Can you stop flirting with Scarlet, please? It's distracting.
Wait, who's flirting with Scarlet this time?
No. Stephanie.
This time.
Stephanie
No,
Was
that
it
I
me?
said that.
Stephanie,
even
Stephanie
know.
was yelling sweet nothings at her husband on the. You're stuck in the middle, Corey. I'm afraid. Sorry. On the,
Yes,
on the
yeah.
overlay.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. See, I'm directly below you in my version of it.
Oh, okay. On the overlay, you're in a little lubber sandwich there. I'm afraid.
No,
Sorry.
they're like cute and together on mine.
Oh, it's actually.
Aww.
I apologize.
Did I get the kid's name?
I don't think so. No, but if you kind of
Do you remember what they
imagine-
look like?
I
If
can
you-
imagine.
Right, because if you said that kid's laughter whilst imagining that kid, then that would
Right.
it would
Yeah,
be. It would
I think
be
that
there.
qualifies.
Is there now? Here's a gamble. Are there any other like memories that Emin would have of other, carnival goers?
I think the problem is other carnival goers that have been affected have since left the carnival, and the carnival's moved on to other locations,
Okay.
like outside Elturel, which is where the carnival was, the recently returned Elturel,
Right.
which is also where the sorry for throwing dice around, where the one shot happened as well that time.
Oh, nice.
With its there's a floating city that has a floating elven city that has come to help with the restoration of Elturel and the carnival there, just to pick up their spirits a bit. You remember that I forget.
Oh, ask
Daisha-
for that cat's kid.
Daisha, did Terry and Rena lose anything? Well, not Rena, because Rena was with Tarina, but did Terry? Because Terry snuck
Terry
in.
was the kid.
Terry was the kid.
Oh, it was Terry that you.
And
you saw
there's
Yeah.
Terry was the kid, and then there was also the kid who was with the
Displace the beast. Yeah.
butterfly. Yes.
Yes.
That. And then-
the butterfly
Butterfly
wings. Me for the longest time as well, I thought that art was just what it looked like, but the butterfly wings are a costume.
It's a costume for it, right?
Harry,
Yeah, it is.
Harry lost his joy.
And then the other kid lost something, the one that was the displacer beast. And then you can also ask
That's
for the
the joy, 'cause it's
displacer
beautiful.
beast baby.
Baby!
The displacer beast kitten that's missing.
Yes. Yeah, Star. His name was Star.
I can't believe I'm remembering these things.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
I'm terrible at this
So-
usually.
Evan is going to push past Willie, and shove his hand into the frog's mouth and say, okay, I need that kid's joy back.
There's 2 kids.
Yeah, there's
And
the
that
one.
kid's
There was the one kid's joy,
Laughter.
and then the other, and then Terry's laughter.
laughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need that joy and that laughter back.
Okay. And
Inside there's an octopus just like into your hands.
Passes.
as you do that, Terry was a satyr.
Yes.
So as you do that, the satyr that you rescued here involuntarily laughs, and that becomes a swirling mint green mist and wraps itself around your hand, and your palm is now wreathed in this mint green mist, and there's the faint echo of satyr's laughter on the air.
Creepy.
Minty fresh. Someone remember to brush their teeth.
It's like the satyr's like, "You're welcome, fuzzy butt cheeks."
And the
I
joy?
love when I come up with a good one like Bob Pretzel. Fuzzy butt cheeks. I'm about it.
He turns around. You'll notice I also floss.
Oh god.
And he winks as he takes another swig from his wine bottle.
Like, Corey rolls her eyes so severely that you can feel like the hair has to like flinch back at the sheer severity.
Lily pad, lily pad, lily pad, lily pad.
I know! Get on it!
Okay.
Evan, yes?
So that was the laughter. I need the joy back.
Joy, please. One joy.
Joy, please.
Joy, please.
Oh, I found it. There it is. Sorry,
And I
I was
need Star back, the Displacer Beast kitten.
Okay, so you have Terry's laughter. Make a note of this, please.
Yep.
In your strangest inventory additions ever. Terry's laughter.
Terry's laughter.
Kid's joy.
Rena's joy.
No, it wasn't Rena. Rena was a good girl.
Yeah, I was a good
I have no idea.
She's a good girl. She's, hangs out with her mummies and does her blacksmithing chores. She was half elf girl. That was, by the way, Scarlet. That was Stephanie's Descent into Avernus character's adopted
nice.
family. Well,
Aww.
adopted niece and nephew, although she never got to meet them, unfortunately.
Oh,
It was sad. Stop it.
Sorry. There was someone on Twitter last week. Was like, "Have you ever cried in a game?" I was like, "Have we?"
It's like, oh, that's cute. You think I don't play? You don't think I
right.
don't get emotionally invested in my characters? Ah,
I was like, 2 days.
Have
2
you
days
made?
ago?
But have you made everyone cry?
yes,
my
I
medal.
have.
3 sessions in a row.
That's my favorite.
Yes.
It's what is it? Days since. Pulse.
Oh, yeah.
Days without emotional turmoil, 0. In a good way. All the feels, all the feels. Do not be afraid of the feels, friends.
It's important.
Yeah.
Never
Embrace your
feels.
feelings.
So, any luck
Anyway.
with Star?
No, nothing. I'm afraid.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Okay.
With the shark.
All right. That's it.
Is that it?
Okay.
Is anybody doing anything about this bloody teapot or this still pointing the rapier
That's
to the thing that looking at the skull? Are you going to come around and attack us? Are you going to be good?
You talking to the skull?
Yes.
No reply.
Turns to the teapot. You?
It just
Chicken foot jug.
straight up ignores you. It's rude.
What happened? Let's go.
As you look at it, Corey, it's made of varnished white clay as it sits upon that wooden table there. It has legs that have been painted to look like the legs of a chicken.
I know.
And are you
That's
going
what you
to
said.
investigate anymore?
That's what I wanted to do, but I want to investigate from a distance by poking it lightly with a rapier. It's like, please don't animate me
plan.
come alive. I'm so tired.
Excuse
right
me, I
now.
just have to make a quick note of what Dragon at Rest is saying here.
No, no.
Watch out for the staircase. Each step is a mimic.
I'm going to insult each one.
I still need to embrace that mimic colony from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything at some point.
It's so much fun. I used it on a
Colony?
pack of players
Yeah,
not
everything.
too long ago, and they
art,
hated it.
The art is incredible. Like, there's just two old ladies who the fuck are they? I have no idea. There's these two old ladies sitting on a porch looking over this beautiful vista, and everything, the teapot, the teacups, the planters on the side of the thing, the building
Everything's-
itself is a mimic.
Everything's a minute. No, I think the old ladies are also mimics. They're like an anglerfish allure.
Wouldn't that be a Elder Obrix?
Oh yeah, there it is. God bless Google.
Yeah, it's I love that art so much. It's so good.
Oh my god.
It's like, who the hell are these two women? All right. Anyway.
Please.
So
Poke,
yes,
poke, poke.
investigate.
Investigating.
Okay. As you
Am I
look,
rolling
as you
investigation?
as you come close enough to see inside, it does not have a lid on it. As you look inside, you can see there are two halves of a broken wishbone.
Oh dear.
Why have I heard wishbone before?
No, wishbone's been important before.
Yeah, as in like chicken, turkey, wishbone.
Yes. Yeah. Should we take it? Because that sounds familiar. Do I recall any information about wishbones?
Do you?
Or bones to do with chickens?
I mean, you know, what once was whole has been sundered in twain.
That's true.
Oh.
Lily, do you remember how to... Do you know how to mend these things?
Ah, good question. Does he have mending?
Oh, that's yeah.
2 seconds. Let's have a little pry. Come with us, folks, into a journey into Willy Grim.
Did. Alright.
2 seconds.
You know what?
Please hold.
Emin is going to. I think he's just gonna grab the bot.
Just grab it.
Yeah.
No mending. Sorry, I forget he's a warlock, not a wizard. So probably. I don't think they can. Can they even learn mending? I'm not sure.
It depends on, like, what invocations they take.
Yeah. I think, but yeah, Willie he's kind of in this like strange, like almost kind of like spaced out state. You're like, did you proffer the 2 pieces to him? Yeah, he takes them. He's like, yeah. If you put the 2 pieces together. Oh, Gott in Himmel.
Did I kill him?
Fascinating. Cora, you try.
What happened?
Alright, she does it. It's like, we are on a bit of a time.
Oh
like,
god.
We have all the time in the
no, we really don't. We really don't. And I'm not gonna lie, if we are
always
running
like that
out
song.
during an rebellion, I want the crocodile.
Cup of tea, anybody? That lovely red cap in the kitchen. I thought they had some nice charming points. So do you try as well, Corey?
I do it.
As you place the 2 halves of the wishbone together, you hear Bavlona's voice in your mind. Skabatha forgets the first creature she sees when she wakes up, although her memory of it returns each night when she sleeps. A creature forgotten by Skabatha is invisible.
Ooh.
Yeah, for some reason.
And it's like,
Just-
ooh,
as-
that
as-
is
as
good
written.
information to have.
Randomly. Yeah. Strange thing for Bavlona to enchant into this wishbone, but there you go. That's it. How it is, I suppose.
I'm assuming it's so she can remember. I would like to pocket the wishbone.
Do so.
Okay, cool. And on that
I
note,
put that in as like Skabatha Intel wishbone. But Daisha, are you going to stop standing on this dead lonely? just see the edges of the red cross like around you. You're just like,
I
Why is
said,
this-
sure, I'll scoot over.
why are these
Yep,
floorboards
we
squishy?
And
Ugh.
your defense, you did get hold there.
Okay.
So
Alright,
we
I propose we get the hell up out of here.
yes, can we
Indeed. By the way,
finally?
Emin, as now you have a moment to breathe as the mannequin has been defeated and your lust for loot has subsided somewhat, you feel, as is the way here in the Wackyverse, that there is a slight tug towards the helm as if it was trying to attune to you.
Wonderful.
Can you wear the helm?
Yeah.
Does it count as on?
No. It doesn't
Ooh,
change your
okay,
AC.
that's good.
But it's
Right.
clearly magical, so it does something.
There's
I
something.
like that.
Oh, wait, hold on.
No,
Yes.
we gotta go, guy. Come on.
Okay, we're leaving.
Okay,
Be my guess.
what was the thing?
What thing? Oh, Daisha.
Daisha's impulsive.
Oh, I was just seeing if I could see what kind of magic, because I have magic awareness.
Oh,
Yes, so I can see which school of magic it belongs to, and I have one more.
Do you want to use it on that, or do you want to use
Ye-
it on the skull?
On the skull?
It's like
What's
an area of effect,
The
right?
deer skull on the wall.
Well, she can sense any item, I think.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
I can do anything.
Any magical item.
I can do anything. That's not what I meant. So
Anything.
yeah, okay. I'm gonna be like, well, actually, like I just forget that I can do that until I and then you say that, like, oh, I wonder what it does or something, and I'm like, oh, well, it's.
Mhm.
And John tells me what
So,
it is.
Remind me the existence of any magical items and the school of magic involved.
Yes, the school of magic it belongs to.
Okay.
Detect
There is nothing else in the room apart from the helm, and there's a faint, swiftly dissipating aura of magic around the remains of the mannequin. But the helm that Emin is holding has a strong field of divination magic
Ooh. Okay.
around it.
This has a strong field of divination magic.
Oh, divination magic. Of course, I know exactly what that is.
Actually, Dragon at Rest has a good point in chat there. Don't mend the wishbone, someone will lose their wish.
It's Pavlona's wish, not gonna lie.
Potentially. But yes, sorry.
Okay. Let's get out of here, shall we?
Please!
And we run.
Okay, so you're going back through the house to the stairs that lead down to the water
We
below.
need to pick up the bullywug because nobody knows how to drive. And we need to get Clappercore.
Yes, and yes.
Obtain
They
2
are-
items, and if we somehow manage to pass by a certain alligator requiring scritches, I would like to pick that up personally. Because I think we're going to be losing Abbott. Because Abbott's not going to be on that balloon.
Oh, yeah. Well, when we rejoin Prismere,
Yeah, we can hang out. It'll be like the scene at the end of Lord of the Rings where we're all like flowers and parties. And everyone's there, and like Abbott slowly
Every
makes their
single
way
one
up
of
the
us.
side.
Okay.
so I think, yeah, we are full sprinting
Bolting. We're
all the
bolting.
way down the stairs.
Okay. Right, so yeah, you go pelting through the building, down through past the kitchen and some other rooms that you had not explored yet. And
As we pass through the kitchen, I'm gonna toss the Bavlorna's Book of Bad Blood onto the bloody, countertop.
for the red cap to see.
Yeah.
And she's saying, "Now what the fuck do I want with this?"
I don't know. See you.
And she starts, and as you carry on, the camera stays with her, and she starts peering through it, and she's like, and she turns and just slowly puts it into the fire.
Oh god.
Well, we didn't not do our jobs, so
she hates Babylon.
Yeah. Have fun.
Parting gift.
And you make your way. Now, you are in the middle of the lake, and last time you were dragonflies and frogs. Now you are not.
Get the clothes hangers.
The clothes hangers?
Are you gonna
there's a
like
line of
slough,
washing.
3-toed slough it?
Yeah, no. What I want to do is I want to take,
Kids.
oh god, I want to take some sort of pole and like use it essentially either side to like swing past.
Well, I mean, it says there are all these strange, these strange garments, stitched together garments of Babyloners hanging off these poles. So let's say, I think it's meant to be draped over, but let's say there are some with hangers.
Okay, cool. Grabs the coat hanger. Let's move.
And I think it's kind of just like an almost horizontal, like looping arch. But I'm going to say that the cottage is much higher than where they're anchored on the main land. So
Flying
it is a steep zip line down to the land. So yeah, you're gonna all jump on that. Who's going first? What's the order?
I'll go last.
And then like get in front of everyone and like kind of slow the descent.
If you
Like
want
with his
What is it?
ability-
You've got the wings, I guess.
Sport, sure.
Well, and we need to make sure that we are not on the one that takes us to that frickin' clobbering tree.
Where would you like to go?
No, we need to pick up the Bullywug, right? The pilot?
Let me bring you to.
Where's the pilot
Downfalls.
prisoner?
I'm bringing you to the map now.
Oh, that's right.
Because I wasn't here for that. So where's the prisoner that can drive the car?
The prisoner is. I'm looking at. I need to look at the map.
Yeah, here it
There we
comes.
go.
Sorry, folks, give it a second. So yeah, it's the zip line to the palace is the one that you want because the prisoner's in behind that over here.
Yes. Okay. We want that. Let's go.
Okay, so it's not the one with the tree. It's the south. The bottom right is the one that goes to the tree. Top right goes to the palace. Top left goes to the balloon factory, and bottom left goes to a watchtower.
Okay.
So you're all going in the same direction?
I'm assuming so.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
So
yes, you'll just start, as Emin buzzes along through the air, the three of you just go. Daisha, are you going first?
Yes, for
Willie,
sure.
Willie in the middle,
Why
and
wouldn't I?
Corey at the back. Okay, Daisha, this your view becomes more and more obscured as clothing just builds up in front of you as you're just sliding down, just like scooping it all up as you go.
It'll cushion the impact, trust me.
Emin's trying to pull like bits of it off, so it's not too much. It doesn't stop you, but you're just like hanging in the middle of the water, above the water. So yeah, you just go and down, and there's whoosh down there, and you can see Daisha. The wall of the palace just comes rushing towards you. But as Emin says, there is a large collection of ill-made garments bunched up in front of you, and you just go but Willie and Corey slam into the back of you. So, Corey, can you please make a athletics check?
Acrobatics?
Athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics, please.
Okay. 16.
Okay, you're good. Willie,
Superhero landing.
it's a 15. So yeah, you don't fall off and fall into the water.
Nice.
So, congratulations. Now, as
I think you hear like a genuine, like adrenaline junkie laugh from Corey.
Yes.
That's like out of character. There's like a and then like there's like a bloom of what would it be? There's a bloom of baby's breath, and it's just like petals streaking through.
excellent.
Lands completely cool, calm. You didn't hear anything.
Okay, where are the rest of you? Here's Willie.
I don't know where I am.
I am up over by the palace already.
Yeah, I saw. Thank you. Oh, I found the two of you.
Where am I?
It's okay.
I don't know where
You're still back down near where the cauldron was.
Oh wow.
Oh.
There we go. So here,
It's been a while.
everyone's here now.
We're all
actually,
together.
yay. Let's put you there, Emin, and Daisha's at the front. So yeah, that's it. I
just realized we're entering the palace with the rebellion currently in place.
As you slide down the rope and the sound of the of garments bunching up in front of you, Daisha, you stop with a soft thump against the wall of the palace, and you do hear the sounds of revolution.
I really wish you could have heard that.
And there is a huge hubbub going on inside the palace, and Emin, I think with your vantage point there and ability just to split about, you could see a pitched battle happening on that causeway from the palace over to where the king holds court. If I show everyone back home, just zoom out a bit more. Sorry, folks, this map is huge. Yeah, so that causeway that leads over to where the gazebo was. There's just a pitched battle going on there. You can see the guards loyal to the king are fighting off against the Gloom Cloakers and Morgoth II. It seems he didn't even get close enough to trip and fall into them. Oh gosh. Hey, how you doing, RandRP Productions? How you doing? Welcome in, Raiders.
Hey!
Thank you for joining us. We are playing Wild Beyond the Witchlight. There is a revolution going on in the Soggy Court.
A revolution?
Yes, indeed. Viva said revolution. As the Bullywugs have risen up against their king, and Morgoth II is trying to reclaim his hereditary claim throne. And you guys arrived there. Now, we are entering a skill challenge. I would like you to make use of any spells and skills and things that you have in any way you see fit that would enable you to make it through this pitched battle that's going on all around you. Sirenscape, I just realized it's very, very loud. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, but that's okay. There we go. And hey, North Shore DM, good to see you, mate. And yes, you clamber through that window there at the end of the clothesline. You find yourself in the room where you were changed into the ridiculous finery of the Soggy Court previously, and a bullywug, a bullywug with a blade just sticking out of their chest, like stumbles back into the room from the top right area there, and just like collapses back. He's like, "Oh, he tripped right into me." And just like, and you just hear this cry of Morgoth, Morgoth, and just like, and then you just, and the person that tripped into this loyalist here goes charging out the door to the top left there, and then you just hear a, and the giant crocodile just eats him.
Yeah. To which Corey turns around. Didn't you instigate some of this? Should you have your face shown right now?
I did not instigate anything. I simply
advised. Good luck.
There is a cry from the room. You can just hear a splashing in the submerged watery area below. And there is a cry. Look, everyone! It is the tactician! The tactician has arrived! The day is saved! And they're pointing up at Emin.
Oh God.
Emin is. You said we're in the room where we changed, right?
Yes. At the moment, well, I think you've come into this room at this point.
Okay.
Into this central room. Yeah.
Emin is going to use his disguise kit to try to change his appearance.
Make me.
Give yourself a single, like you cover up your mustache.
Make me a deception check with disadvantage at the speed with which this needs to happen.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's do a shout out.
I mean, would they notice? They're all so dumb. You're mistaken, and they'd all be like, "Oh, we're mistaken." Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, a 9.
A 9. Okay.
With
that is shouted out from below, and the crocodile that just ate that rebel is lumbering into the door there and just turns and just like comes like starting to shoulder its way through the door. What do you do?
I am gonna fly back out the window.
Did I mess something up?
Let's get that prisoner.
sorry. I need to do my shout out properly. I messed up.
Yep.
Rams
1990.
Ah,
RP. There we go. The production. I thought RP and production were separate. There we go. Try again. Boom. There you go, folks. Do head over to our raiders there. I've been streaming some tabletop RPGs. Hope you had a great session, guys. Welcome in. Okay. So yeah, are you going bottom right now?
I am gonna fly back out. Wait,
window.
is this little like water pool area open?
To the
Like,
sky? No.
Is there a ceiling?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's there are just bodyworks just like chewing and throwing in the water, like dueling with each other, like fencing each other, and there's like guards with the pikes, you know, like just like fending them off. And it's like, Morgoth! No, King Gullup!
Emin is going to fly back out the window.
Bye, guys.
He's gonna go try to get the prisoner.
Okay, so you go
Is
up.
that what you're saying?
No. I'm going to tell my compatriots, all right, guys, I will be right back. I have a friend to pick up.
Okay, so you buzz out there. Corey, Dasha, what are you doing?
Alright, I am going to use... I have...
You can see an angry crocodile coming into the room with two Bullywug knights inside.
I am going to use my Fey Wanderer feature if I can.
Yes.
Of
Yes.
Otherworldly Glamour.
Okay, what does that do?
Essentially what Otherworldly Glamour does is that I can use my Wisdom score to add to Charisma checks.
Okay.
Where is it? Your Fey qualities give you a supernatural charm. As a result, whenever you make a charisma check, you gain a bonus to the check equal to your wisdom modifier. In addition, you gain proficiency in one of the following skills, which I picked for persuasion. And I said, to which I say, the traitors seem to be in that direction, as I run past them to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Nice. So which way? Are you going down into the water or are you trying to go top left out that door?
I'm-
Should be closer.
Honestly, I'm trying to get to Clapperclaw.
Okay. Now, Clapperclaw, last you heard, was over on the bridge of the Talking Heads, which is on the opposite side of the gazebo island.
Okay, so I'm going to be heading towards there because we need our guide.
Okay, Daisha, you going with Corey?
Absolutely.
Okay, and will he be coming with you guys? So yeah, so roll me, is it persuasion, right?
Persuasion.
Yep, with advantage.
Okay, with advantage. Alright, so the first one, it's 18.
18. Okay, the
I point
crocodile's.
the opposite direction to where I'm going.
Okay, the crocodile's insight is 5.
I'm sorry, darlings, it's that way.
It's like
The hand
just like
points that way as
salutes
well.
with a little scaly claw and just goes.
Thank you, dear. Your
And they-
credit to your kingdom.
And the two of them are just like, King Gullup! And just like they go charging off in that direction. And they vacate that area. And boom, you are free and able to move through there.
Goal to rush toward the gazebo island to talk to heads? Question mark.
Yeah, so let's see. So you, the three of
Right.
you.
That's this way, right?
Yeah, I think Willie will stay with you, Emin. So he kind of runs. He goes right. He's like, I should make sure that Emin is okay. And
That's the case.
yeah, you go dashing over that way, in that direction towards the prison. Okay. So
Meet you at the balloon.
indeed. Okay, Daisha, what would you like to do as you get to this narrow causeway here with Bullywug knights and revolutionaries in pitched battle? How will you get through? Yeah, right.
I am going to take out my great axe and scream for an intimidation check.
Nice.
Ooh, like get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah, just running with my great axe out, like, you better move, make way, or whatever pitchy cliche thing. It's not cliche because it's never been said to a Gollywog before in this universe.
Okay.
23.
23. Okay.
I'm a fearsome snake lady.
Snakes eat frogs.
They do.
That's true.
Okay, so what was the roll again? Sorry.
23.
23. Oh, that's more than enough. They just all dive off to the left and right into the water. Start swimming away. Still, some of them are still fighting in the water. It's like, and the
What
causeway.
is it? It's like kids with pool noodles.
Yeah.
Well, bam, well, bam.
The causeway is clear. Emin, as you and Willie dash towards the prison, this huge tree stump with the Bollywood knights captured within, you see there are guards on the front door. It's like,
Okay.
Ah, we knew it! Yes, we knew that the outsiders were with the traitors!
No, not exactly. Actually, I have, and Emin, since he made his own like finery, he's gonna take out that big like neck ruffle and put it on, and say, you know, I forget myself. Actually, King Gollop himself asked for the prisoner. He plans to make an example of her, and I'm gonna try a persuasion check.
okay, go for it.
With the frill. Ah, yes, finery.
I'll give you a D4 with the frill, with the ruff, because you look at the part.
Added to it.
Yes, like blessed, as if
Okay.
you're blessed. It's not quite advantage.
Right. Well, that took forever. Okay, a 14.
14. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that's enough? You have a crystal.
Hint? Question mark?
You know, yeah, I'm gonna use it.
I'll always ask when it's that kind of random middle ground. It's like,
Right.
"Ooh, gonna be enough." Okay, go for it.
Okay. Yeah, it's a 23 this time. So
23.
yeah.
Nice. Okay, the Bullywug's insight. Yeah, it's +0, so it can't beat that. Okay. And they have the crossed like halberds like blocking the door, and they just go shh as they stand to attention. And they're like,
For King Gullop! Down with the revolution!
and then from far away, you just go, "Favor the revolution!"
Or down with the revolution!
And you dash
Oh my
inside, and the Bullywug knight that is imprisoned in there looks up. What was her name? Morgoth.
Oh.
Yeah, Morgoth. Sorry, Morgoth looks up, and she's like,
What is going on? It seems like all the hells have broken loose.
Yeah, it's something of a revolution out there.
Well, this is the perfect opportunity. Please, you must get me to the balloon. We must away.
Yeah, that's the plan.
okay, so yeah, the guard, comes in behind you, and Morgoth goes quiet and unlocks the door for you, and she looks questioningly. You're just like, it's fine.
Okay.
And Vinny's like, he's like, it's like bolsters himself. He's like, you will be coming with us, prisoner. And like tries to haul her to her feet and fails miserably, and she stands up for him.
My
Yeah,
God.
yeah. No funny business.
Oh my God.
No funny business, please.
Quietly unlocking the wrist cuffs.
We'll take one of her arms each side and
Yeah.
haul her out. quote unquote.
We're off to
And,
see.
and she looks and then it seems like some realization. She's like, oh no, oh my time has come. Oh no, and be tossed in the flames of revolution.
Oh my God.
And this
Fantastic.
you two haul her out of there towards the exterior. Hang on, let me grab her for you.
You have failed, buddy.
Okay, so yeah, the three of you. Yeah, that's gone there. Okay, now, Daisha and Kore, you have made your way across the causeway up to the gazebo, and you see again within pitched fighting. The knights were holding the causeway on this side, but it seems that from the direction of these talking heads on the bridge on the left side, a concerted effort has been made to attack, as well as an amphibious landing, as it's the only kind they can do, from the lake shore on the south side of Gazebo Island. And they're all streaming up towards. Like, where did all these revolutionaries come from? There was like 4 of them before, and they were like, you just hear cries of Morgoth the Second, the true king. And you say, oh, Gullop, boil them all, like the pretender before him. And you can also hear all the heads on the bridge as well. They're like, yeah, eat any of them, just mess them up. Next king, new staff. More kings! And as you dash through this chaos, Ori,
Yes.
beneath the throne, lurking in the shadows, just protruding from the edge of the throne, you see the snout of Snoodle.
Is Snoodle looking scared?
Snoodle is hiding under the throne.
I would like to use my animal channeling to pick up the Snoodle.
The cool Snoodle.
I would like to provide
Absolutely.
the accurate scritches with my long history of like handling frogs and hoping that the same applies.
Okay, let's have a look here. Oh yes, here we are, folks. This is who we're fighting for here.
I need to save Snoodle.
Yes, save Snoodle.
I mean, look at them.
Yes, King
But
Gullop,
Rafa
King Gullop there with his flower crown like battered and destroyed off to, and like hanging off to one side, is just standing on the throne. He's like,
Well, down with the traitors, down for your king! Knights for your king!
and there's just pitched battle going on around the gazebo here. And can you make me a stealth check to get in and snatch Snoodle?
No, if this fails,
Snoodle
I
snatch.
will be 100% using my inspiration crystal for this.
worth it.
Oh, 25 though.
Ooh, okay, yes, you ghost up, just judging the perfect time as the swell of combat ricochets around to the other side of the gazebo. All eyes are in that direction, and you
I
sneak up
lean
there.
down
And she goes like,
and I go, Snoodle, darling, would you like to come with someone who will actually give you food that you
Oh.
like? Like, tucks it in
and
to the hair. Don't
and
get jealous.
It holds up one paw, just like, and then just like turns
Just the
and
collar.
it's just like, it just like snaps through the collar and just like breaks and falls
Just
off.
like, it didn't suit you, honestly. You look more
Aw.
like a studded leather type.
And that's the side eyes throwing King Gullop there is amazing. In the art.
This no thank
This
you.
loser. So yes, with Snoodle under one arm and Daisha in front of you, just like running offense against them.
It's like
You-
Daisha, you turn around and like Corey's just got the baby crocodile.
Yes.
Good choice.
Now,
I'm-
Daisha, as you are waiting there and watching Kore nervously as they stealth up, there is movement behind you, and you spin, but you see that it is your friends who have caught up with you from the prison block. And you see they have the balloon pilot Morgoth with them. So, how are you? How are you going to? How are you
Oh, it's
going
my
to get
turn,
through
yes.
the gazebo here?
I see. I'm like, cool, we're here. Let's go. To get through the gazebo, I am going to. Let's see, what's been used?
Done intimidation, persuasion, deception.
Stealth.
Animal
Stealth.
handling's done.
Stealth.
Stealth too, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I am. Alright, so my friends are behind me, and now we're just facing off against more Bollywog whatnot in front of us.
Trying to get to Clapperclaw.
Yeah, there's just a pitched battle all over this whole island. So how are you going to get through?
I am going
You do
to.
have wild magic.
Is that an option for skill checks?
Any,
I can't do that, though.
Any
I
of
have
your
to rage.
abilities.
I have to
Okay.
rage
Oh,
for the
yeah,
one.
she's out of
Do you have
ranges,
any
yeah.
outrages? Okay.
I'm gonna stick my hand in the mud, draw a mud mustache on my face, and be like, nothing to see here, just performance. That's what I'm going for. Escorting. It's fine. It's all fine.
Sure, go for it.
Yeah.
Hello.
All these probably looks
I got a 7,
You got the crystal.
which is appropriate for the performance I gave. Oh, no, I will use my crystal. That's fair.
Yes, you do have one, yes.
Let's see.
You're a Yanti, so you get swamp advantage.
I got a 13.
Okay,
Better.
excellent.
Everyone's distracted
Yes.
by combat.
They're like, and they see you, and a couple of the guards look over, and they see Corey with Snoodle, and they're like, oh yes,
Let's
yes,
protect the royal pet.
yes, get the royal pet to safety. It's like, it's like, see, I told you it was a good thing to bring that fine mustachioed fellow into the force. And you bustle, you kind of shoulder check some of them out of the way as you get through onto the other side, and all of the heads on the bridge just start clamoring as you go running past. I'll bring you over here.
Yum.
I like how that works on the roll 20. So yeah, just running past, and all the heads, like half of them are like, oh, dastardly traitors, oh, they're breaking the prisoner out, guards. Others are like, yes, revolution, guard, more. We'll be talking about this for days, and you just go clattering over the wood there, and you arrive at the balloon factory. And
Let's get the thing.
yep, spin around the exterior of that. Now,
Yum.
the last kind of challenge before you get to
Oh god, not again.
before you get to the balloon, you can see the balloon in the mist across the water, but you get to those stepping stones once again, and with all the bullywugs distracted by the fight, you see those evil Suhagin rising up. You see their little fins on their heads, almost like shark finning through the water towards as Stephanie drinks her star stuff. So it's green screened into the stars behind you, just like supping of the galaxy.
Yes.
Oh, that's wild.
You gotta consume the wild magic, man. That's just how it works.
Embrace the infinite. And how do you intend to get past?
Remember, one of these rocks is alive.
Oh.
Yes.
Um.
Hang on. He got caught up when I brought all the bullywugs over there. Here he is. Hello.
Alright. I would like to use
Yes.
I would like to use. Oh gosh. I would like to use survival
Okay.
to understanding the terrain and with a Snoodle in hand and being like, make sure you don't fall in, dear. Like protected nature to be able to navigate through these rocks because of like past experience with said rocks and holding people back up onto them.
Yes, indeed. Give me a survival check.
I may use my crystal.
If you need to.
19.
19. Okay.
Yeah.
So you start pointing out the dangerous rocks there, and you remember which one is the Galabdur, and as you do that and are considerate enough not to step on the Galabdur, it looks up at you, it's like,
Finally, someone who respects my abode.
and you all skip.
I think she says, "Excuse me, sorry." Yeah.
Yeah, and you all skip over it, and he's like,
Finally, someone who doesn't just stand on my bloody head.
and he uses his animate rocks ability, and he animates the stepping stones, and they all just go shooting off through the water and attack the Suhagan and hold them at bay as you skip and jump across the rest of them. And you see the massive swamp gas balloon looming out of the fog ahead of you, and atop the huge dome, you can see that bullywug is gone as they finished their repairs a while ago. But atop the balloon, you can see Clapperclaw. is there, and they are on top of the balloon, right in the center there, for a very specific reason, because they are dancing around on top, like bouncing, almost trampolining around on top of this swamp gas balloon, as they use their crab claw hands to snip those wires, and they leave that last bottom left one, and it starts to rise up, and it just
Get on the balloon, get on the balloon, get on the balloon.
Come on, jump in. And I need
that.
I need everyone to make me an athletics or acrobatics check, please.
Yes.
I'm using my inspiration. Thank God I saved it.
Oh yeah.
16.
16?
Are you kidding me?
Okay. And you used your crystal?
I used my crystal.
Okay.
Because it was a 1 otherwise.
I'm gonna use mine.
Using yours, Emin?
Oh, it's worse. I can fly. What is this?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. I mean, you're okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got a 9.
9? Okay. With your athletics?
Yeah.
So,
Really?
Barbarians thing? Their main thing?
I have a +3. I rolled a 6. I got a
okay.
Do you have a
9.
crystal?
Well,
you
no,
used your
not
crystal,
anymore.
didn't you?
No, I used it.
Well, Daisha got a 9 and Willie got a 7. So as you go skipping across there, Emin, you buzz through the air. Corey, you kind of lift the Bullywug pilot into the basket, and they jump up there. As the last line is clipped by Clapperclaw, and the balloon starts to rise up, Daisha, a Bullywug guard comes charging towards you. Please, can you make a acrobatics or athletics check as they try to grapple you? And Corey, please make a
21.
acrobatics check to see if you can grab Willie.
Okay.
And
Oh,
Emmett-
yeah, 25.
Nice, 21 and 25. That's excellent. Okay, so yeah, Corey, you just reach out for Willie, and he's like, God damn it, wait for me, and just like leaps, and his warlock's robes fluttering behind, and then you see he's slowed down a little bit because there is just a satyr just like wrapped around his leg. He's like, me too, woohoo, adventure, and he reaches out towards you, and you grab both of his hands and pull him up onto the edge of the basket. And even with the
I want
extra,
to imagine Snoodle's got like the edge of my shirt going like.
and Daisha, you said a 21.
21.
Okay, the Bullywug guard.
Just a punch. Fuck off.
We'll try to out.
You like pole vault off of his head with your great axe.
Oh yeah.
They
Good
only
stuff.
got a 10, so they are unable to stop you, and you kind of wrench free, and
Hell
you
yeah.
leap for the basket as well. You grab on to Willie's other leg, and then so there's you hanging off the basket. There's the Bullywug hanging off you. The satyr says, "No worry, friends. This is all going to work out just fine. Fuzzy butt cheeks," and he slides down the leg and just butt cheek slams into the Bullywug. and then he's like slides past him, and he's holding onto the Bullywug, so like you're lifting off there, and you're slowly lifting up into the air. And I just wanted to describe that scene because it is very similar to this.
Oh,
so we
legit.
Whoa.
Yes. Yes, appropriate.
So we have those in the baskets, and then the Bullywug guard hanging off them, and then our satyr friend hanging off the Bullywug. And the satyr just like starts clambering up. He's like, "I think this is your stop, friend." And he just like clambers over the Bullywug and like stomps him with his little cloven hoofs.
Why don't you do that?
And the Bullywug is like, and it's like, "Let's go," and just like falls into the water. And then
Not
just
the
you just
good
see those,
Bullywug, right?
those frog. No,
Not
no,
the
no,
good
the
Bullywug.
guard that was trying to grab
pilot's
Daisha.
on the end.
Yeah, the pilot's
Yeah.
inside. And you see, that it kind of like splops into the water, and there's this that frog swimming as the legs are like kicking out behind it, and it kind of like angrily goes swimming off towards the palace, and the balloon rises up and into the air. and the sound of revolution and pitched battle dwindles into the mist below you.
We did it! We did it!
Sorry,
Glad we couldn't take the frog with us. That would have been funny.
you have the frog? Oh, the
Big
mount?
metal frog.
The big metal one.
Oh, the big metal one. Let's see. Soundscape, do you have something for us here?
Epic balloon flight. Dun dun.
Alright. Okay, so here we go. Da-da-da. Okay. And as the sound of the battle diminishes and disappears beneath you, and the wind gusts around, your pilot friend expertly pulls on the various ropes and things that control this contraption and catches up, and there's no way of steering it properly, so you just there's at the whim of the winds basically, but kind of goes this way and that, but it is slowly making its way towards the right, towards the wall of mist that hangs over the fractured realm and forms the barrier between hither and thither. And Clapperclaw, gently moving down the rope so they don't cut through this one as well, like the one that's supposed to be there, comes down into the basket as well. The basket's bigger than this one here. It's a larger balloon than this one is. And you are able to start drifting in that direction. And Corey, always being the most cautious and the most aware of what's going on around you, you keep a keen eye out over the edge of the balloon's basket, and you do see a faint lily pad-shaped outline beelining towards downfall as you float up and away.
I give Snoodles scritches, in the way that somebody does when they're have the presence of an animal around and are kind of keeping a keen eye, and goes, "Is your name actually Snoodle?" Okay, let's stick with that until I know how to talk to you.
And you float off and away, escaping downfall and all of the madness and intrigues of the Soggy Courts. And let us bring you over to that hither map once more as we turn our focus, turn our attention to broader things. There we go, folks. So, there you are. Daisha, you do look in the general direction of the top shore of Downfall, knowing that somewhere down there in the mist is a giant snail who, as our view flies away from the balloon and descends through the mists, we see is happily eating some vines. And then, seemingly aware of something, sensing something, it stops mid-chew and its little eye stalks kind of look up towards the sky, towards the right. And it just slowly starts slithering through the trees in that direction.
Oh, baby!
The best part of this is that snails are evil, aren't they?
What?
They're aren't they? Didn't we say
Neutral.
something they're neutral all around? Oh, I thought
I
they
think
were
the snails are neutral.
I couldn't...
Are you talking about a flail snail?
Yeah,
Is
flail
that
snails
neutral?
are evil. Are they
I
neutral?
don't know.
I
I
think
thought.
Anyway,
The giant snail is a large beast which is unaligned.
Okay.
Quotes unquote.
All right. Never mind. I don't know where I feel like we said like that was said in game at one point, but maybe it was a joke that I took seriously. I don't know.
Oh, it actually goes out of its way to say on the character sheet it has salt osmosis.
Ooh.
No. Whenever the snail starts its turn in contact with a pound or more of salt. No.
oof, oof,
Rude.
oof, baby.
Poor baby.
It's not Abbott. Abbott's fine. I think
Did it?
I renamed the stat block, so the stat block actually says Abbott now. It doesn't say giant snail anymore. Okay.
All
Yeah.
giant snails are rabbits.
Now, you start making your way through the skies of Hither. You can see Brigand's Tollway, the huge tree stump that was Agdon Longstaff's base, sticking up through the mist like Fujisan out of the clouds as we fly out of Japan on occasion. Far away to the down, you can see the tip of the slanty tower peeking through the mists, and there's a slight disturbance. It's like the back of a whale. The top of Tellery Hill breaches and then disappears as it continues, and then breaches and disappears as it lumbers its way around Hither. And as a swirl of wind flurries and parts the mists briefly, you see the causeway, the Queen's Way, shattered and broken, leading as it once did to the Palace of Heart's Desire at the center of the realm, now broken and hidden in those mists. Mists drawn here by the hags. Once they were let on to the use of them and the ability to use them and draw them off from their original home in Ravenloft by one Anafor Tan, who ill-advisedly was using them to transport adventurers on various, shall we say, random quests across the multiverse. If you're gonna gamble with some one-shot roulettes, you're gonna have some trouble. But ahead of you, you see the huge mountains wreathed in those mists, stretching along the right border of the realm. And as your balloon drifts closer, you see your pilot. I forgot her name again. What was her name? Morgott. Morgott says, "Now, do you have anything of thither? Because if we are to safely pass through the mists, it is better to have something of that place."
I turn to you, Emin, because didn't you say you were from thither? Or beyond that spot?
I think that is where home is.
Yeah, your home is in thither.
I just gesture at all of them.
Yeah, I'm from there. My family, my home is there.
And Morgott is like, but you made your home there. We need something of the realm, of the place itself.
Again, gestures.
Emin, what is something that your parents gave you when you left for the carnival?
Oh. And Emin, like, he's gonna kind of pat around himself, his various pockets and such. Oh, of course. And he's going to take the two daggers out that he has. My parents made me these. one has like a blue ball at the end and one has a red ball at the end. And upon closer inspections, they are both pin cushions. Mom made the blue one and Dad made the red one.
I'm fine.
Morgort.
Just died.
Morgort's like,
That will be sufficient. May I?
As long as you give them back.
Well, of course. They are not consumed in the process.
Okay. And he will hold both of them out.
Daisha, can you roll me a d20?
Ooh.
It's gonna be something bad, like Daisha whips out and knocks one of the daggers right off the thing. I got a 1!
Wow.
That's it. Speaking of one-shot roulette. Excellent.
I love when this sort of stuff happens. DM chuckles himself.
That was a roll on the one-shot roulette Domains of Dread table. 20 different Domains of Dread that the one-shot roulette can potentially head to. And that is the one that this mists are linked to. As you drift over, but your talisman, your mist talisman of thither, sees you true, and you do manage to make it through without being sidetracked and taken off on a little side journey into whatever Domain of Dread is linked to this mist. Daisha rolled a 1 on our table. So as you go through the mists, they close in around you, almost invasively, just clambering at the sides of the baskets, and the whole view of hither disappears. Downfall, the Watcher's Pool, Brigand's Tollway, Mudchuckle, the lot of it's being left behind, as the mists close in behind you, and all is white, and shades of grey. You gather around the edges of the basket, looking out in all directions, trying to see something, anything. And there are swirling eddies in the mists, and dark shapes, impossibly large, glimpsed off in the distance. But not coming up to the basket itself. As the dark powers connected to these mists come by with a sense of curiosity at who these flying souls are, trespassing on the outskirts of their domain. And with Daisha's natural 1 on that d20 there, let me just change my zoom here a moment.
Oh dear.
Boop.
Ooh. Sugar stitches.
This is a background that Daisha and Colby, Stephanie and Colby saw
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah. This morning.
As
Yeah,
for you, yes. As the mists eddy and flurry around you, there is the briefest glimpse of a valley. Snow-capped mountains to the north and south, huddling around, enclosing in a forested vale, a large lake, and there, on a soaring mountaintop, a tall castle. Castle Ravenloft, as its towers reach up towards you. A natural 1 on that table is Barovia.
Wow.
As you flit through the outskirts of the mists around Barovia, you glimpse the vale below. You see a burnt-out, destroyed windmill. You see the Amber Temple on the edges of the snow-capped mountains. You see another hill, much like Telemy Hill, but this one blasted and blighted, covered in graves, a stone circle at its top. And you see a view. Your characters don't, but we as players, we get a zoomed in view suddenly as we zoom in towards that castle, in through one of those towers' windows. And you see a gaunt, pale-skinned female sitting on a stone throne, cradling a doll of a vampire. As Lady Vampta Blackspire looks out of the window and glimpses a balloon and thinks to herself, interesting. And Emin, as we finish up today, as you breeze over, you don't notice, but your robes of your belongings have come loose in all of this action and this hurried escape. And right at the brink of your bag, there is a glass jar, one that you took from the pantry of Bavlorna's cottage, inside which is a campestry. And although you don't notice, the campestry is pushed up against the glass, looking down at Sporovia spread out below it. And muffled by the glass, the adventurers don't hear anything, but as we zoom inside the glass, next to this campestry, we see it looking down, and we just hear it say, "Sporlax, my brother." And the balloon
Trauma.
continues on its way towards the second part of Prismere. As you leave hither and enter thither, you emerge from the mists, and a vast forest spreads out in front of you. Not swampy, this one. This is an ancient, storied forest. Huge, deciduous trees, the leaves rustling. Emin, welcome home. Everyone, welcome to level 4.
Yes.
But also, I do think that when we were passing through Ravenloft, where I was just like, a little bit like her. And the head like, nod.
Adonius, yes, Adonius has not been this close to the Shadowfell for a while. Well,
Nervous, pulls up in front of
actually,
her.
no, I mean, well, yeah. Adonius's attention has not been this close to Shadowfell for a while. And we shall stop there.
Nice.
Thank you, my friends. Thank you to everyone who's been joining us for this session. Thank you for the raids and everything, the subscriptions. Thank you, wonderful, wonderful folks, as always. Thank you so much. Tomorrow, if you're in that part of the world, is not the end of our D&D adventures. There's lots going on. Join me, if you are able, at 5 a.m. Eastern. If you get up as early as GM Workshop. Because he is in that time zone. He's not in a different time zone. At 5 a.m. Eastern, we will be journeying over to GM Workshop's channel. We will be journeying over to Eberron as we play a one-shot.
Yes.
Myself, Robert Hartley GM, and Tales of Pesh will be playing in that one-shot with the fabulous GM Workshop as our GM. Yeah, I know, Dragon, sorry. Not my call on that one, I'm afraid. And we shall be enjoying the wonders of Tailspire. If you want to see how that's used in games, come on over and see. Come and join my little Talenta Plains halfling druid with his dinosaur companion. And we shall be bounty hunters chasing through the streets of Sharn after something. I do not know. I'm a player. I'm so in the dark. It's so weird. So yes, if you want to come and see me being a player for a change, do head on over there. And almost immediately after that, about a 30-minute gap between, we'll be heading over to the Sea of Fallen Stars to Chusenta for Chusenta's Tyranny. Join us over there as we see what is going on with our adventurers as they successfully broke out the cookie merchant from the fort in the town. And there was lots of shenanigans last time, lots of wild magic bouncing around the place. And then that'll bring us into next week when we have Rime with the Frost Maiden. And of course, back to Out of the Abyss. Not back to the Underdark, they are outside, but they are fighting against a massive goblin horde and drow slavers and all sorts of nasty Jarlaxle and gunmen and all. It's a
Good
thing.
stuff.
And then we will be back to Barovia, as we just fleetingly went by there. But they are not going to be in Barovia for much longer, as they have gained their own mist talisman, and they will be travelling through the mists in search of the spirit of the First Lady of the Thanes to return her to her physical form, which we discovered was Madame Ava this morning. And they will be travelling to the deserts and pyramids and god kings of Harakir. Good luck.
Yeah, that's
You got this.
I'm sure the mummy lord you defeated yesterday won't come back to haunt you.
You better not.
And
It's on fire.
then that'll bring us all the way back around to the Feywild again, my friends. Thank you all so much. And if you are not already, please give us a follow, and we should get you into that followers Discord of ours, and you can enjoy hanging out there, getting all the news, sharing your projects, looking for games to play, and looking to be a player, and looking for players for your games, or sharing whatever's going on with you. And we will hope to see you all again very, very soon. Let us see if we have someone on our stream team online, perhaps? Who's online at the moment? Da-da-da-da-da. No, at the moment. Nope, no one's online at the moment. So let us raid into our good friend Hans Harfelven. The wonderful, wonderful Hans is over there playing some Diablo. Let's just go and support him.
Fun.
And please, if you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. Let them know where you came from. Please give Hans a follow. He's absolutely wonderful, wonderful streamer. But before we go, yes, correct?
Just a quick announcement on my end, if
Yeah,
possible. Tomorrow is my 2-year stream anniversary.
Woot
So
woot.
that's
Congratulations.
this evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 9 a.m. Australian. We are going to be running D&D category for the first time in ages, and it's going to be D&D with chat, where chat designs and makes Chaticus, and I put you through a completely randomized dungeon with all sorts of NPCs created by the Flowerfield community. And if you're interested, please come. There's so many incentives: bonus HP, wild magic sturgeons, depending on what level we're in. And honestly, I'm really excited because it's pure chaos, and that's exactly how I like it.
Exactly indeed. Thank you. Yes, everyone, links in chat there. Do head on over to Scarlett's channel, give them a follow so that you can be ready to roll when they are. And we look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon. One last shout out for the fabulous Instagram of Vexed Vending as well. Please go and give...
guys, it helps out a lot.
Yes, indeed. Do give them a follow and see all their cool stuff that's going on there. And we shall return to the Feywild next week and enter into Thither for the first time. Okay, hope to see you there, folks. Thank you so much for today. Absolutely wonderful, as always. Yes, congrats from Phantom there, Corey, for your anniversary.
I'm getting pet rats, so this is relevant.
Yeah, perfect. And we shall see you all again very, very soon, my friends. But till next time, stick around for that raid if you've got to let those phoenixes fly. But as we say around these parts, you see me next time.
Yes, me.